Good evening and welcome back to the stream. Thank you for joining me. I hope you're doing well. It's been almost a week already, somehow. They say time flies when you're having fun. It also slips through your fingers when you're not. Yeah, almost a week. But we're back today for some more video games. Not much to tell about the last week, though I have, since talking about it on stream before, made a little purchase. I'm now the proud owner of a ring light, which is sitting there above my monitor, glaring down at me. I keep adjusting the lighting, trying to decide whether I want it a little bit brighter or a little bit softer. I don't know. Wasn't the most expensive thing I've ever bought. It still cost a little chunk of money, but it's decent quality. You can adjust the brightness. It's got 3 different color settings. I've kind of got it on the medium, not full on sterile blue, but not full on soft lighting setting. I'm sure for photographers or whatever that matters a lot more. I just want as much brightness with as little strain on my eyes as possible. And I think what I've got here is a good level. We'll have to wait and see whether it does anything good for my tracking. At the moment, I want to say it's making the eye tracking a little more jittery. Hard to say. I think it's making the eye tracking more jittery. Doesn't seem to have any effect on the mouth tracking, but still as good as ever. Yeah, also working. But whether it fixes the main problem, the drifting to the side over the course of a half hour or so, remains to be seen. One can only hope. I'd hate to have to go return this. I don't know about you guys, but I don't like going back to shops and returning things. It always feels super awkward. I don't like going to shops in the first place in particular, but sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do. Now then. Took me a little extra minute to set stuff up before stream, so we're already 10 minutes in. Let me turn off the music, turn up the in-game volume, and switch us over to Lobotomy Corporation. After playing a little bit of Otherside the other day, I figured, keep it up with the horror theming for the month. And who knows, this might be one that I stick with for a bit longer. I've been kind of torn trying to choose new games to play between wanting to find short and contained stuff that I can play a stream of and be done with, and wanting to find some longer stuff, because after all, Book of Hours is not going to last me forever. Sooner or later I'm going to finish that game, and I'll have to play something afterwards, so maybe it will be this. Let's have a look then at the tutorial. I know people often like to skip tutorials, but for a game like this I think I'm better off trying it out. Okay, we have Angela, our secretary, assistant, I'm not sure. Hello manager, welcome to Lobotomy Corporation. Starting today, you are responsible for managing the abnormalities we have and ensuring that we meet the daily energy quota. I believe this game, I know it's originally in Korean, or the menus were in Korean when I first launched it to check everything was working. I think the various other languages it has available were fan translations or community translation. You can move the camera with WASD with the WASD keys on your keyboard. You can also press and hold the secondary mouse button and drag the mouse. Yes. Let's try a simple maneuver. When you hover your mouse over an agent, some information about them will be shown in the top right corner. Please try selecting an agent by pressing a primary mouse button. White newbie called River. Standard riot stakes on your uniform, fortitude, prudence, temperance, and justice. Well done. The information displayed in the panel on the right is related to the selected agent. Some of this information is vital, such as their statistics and EGO equipment. Please view this section in the Manager's Manual titled The Agents for more details about what this information means. The bar at the top of the screen displays the amount of energy you need to collect to end the day. The top right corner lists what missions you are able to attempt today. I've seen this game played, technically. In practice, it's always only like clips and videos or something going wrong, and without knowing what the game is about, you understand very little of it, you know? I know there's anomalies in rooms, and you do stuff with them, and they can escape and kill everyone, and that's about it. No idea how the actual game plays, what the story is, any of that. A company produces energy when a product called positive enkephalin, PE, a green box, is released by an abnormality. Oh, did it say abnormality earlier, not anomaly? My bad. An abnormality generates PE boxes while it is being worked on. Please click on the containment unit holding an abnormality with a primary mass. Since you have yet to unlock any information about this abnormality, you have no way of knowing how it will respond to the 4 different work types. In order to learn this information, an agent will need to perform a work with it. For now, please select the first work type instantly. Okay, so fortitude, for instance, do these correspond? They're color coded, so I assume. Instinct work satiates an abnormality's physiological needs and desires. When an agent conducts instinct work, their fortitude will increase at the end of the day, raising their health points. Now please click Agent. Each work you can request your agents to perform with an abnormality will have a different result. The success rate for each work type will also vary between abnormalities. If your employee is not mentally ready, abnormalities may appear more frightening or disturbing to them. As such, they may receive fear damage when encountering abnormalities, which will lower their sanity point. Employees of a lower grade will take more fear damage from encounters with abnormalities of risk levels. 00000 is a training dummy who sincerely believes he's an employee of our facility. Abnormalities release enkephalin when agents work with them, and we collect this into what we call e-boxes. Depending on how the agent performs during the work process, the abnormality will either respond positively or negatively. When it reacts positively, it will release positive enkephalin, which produces a green e-box. However, if the abnormality reacts negatively, it will release negative enkephalin instead and damage the agent. Please keep in mind that when an agent's HP or SP drops completely, the work process will be forcefully terminated. More importantly, I assume when an agent's HP drops entirely, they die? SP. Already forgotten what SP was. Skill point or something like that? Okay, so we just wait a minute for this to tick through. It went completely silent there for a moment, so I thought something was happening. An abnormality's mood might change depending on the outcome of the work done. Excuse me. My bad. An abnormality's mood might change depending on the outcome of the work done with it. This outcome can be predicted based on the amount of PE boxes we obtain during the work process. An abnormality typically has 3 states of response: good, neutral, and bad. Depending on the outcome, it may use a special ability or attempt to escape. Okay. +9. Let's say somewhere good, neutral, bad. 00000 is very sad that River has to leave so soon. It seems he wants to follow him. Okay, let me zoom in this far. When the work process is completed, the PE boxes are collected. In addition to PE boxes that count towards the daily energy quota, each abnormality also receives a set of PE boxes unique to them. These PE boxes are stored and shown in the abnormality's unique PE box counter. These can be used to unlock more of the abnormality's information or to extract EGO equipment. What does EGO stand for? After work has been completed with an abnormality, you cannot send another agent to work with it for a short period of time. Is that reset on the day, or do we potentially have multiple chances per day? Until you can work with it again, you can send your agents to work with other abnormalities. Oh, excuse me. Or let them heal up in the main room. Whenever the department regenerator gauge fills completely, employees in the main room are healed. This will restore both their health and sanity. Oh, it's 30 points, not skill points. This thing? What is that bar? Oh, there we go. This one. Can I potentially pull everyone away from wherever they're hanging out and bring them to this room to all get healed and then they can pop out again? Oh, that goes through pretty quickly actually, so no need for anything like that. Let's try ordering an agent to work with a new method. First, click on the agent button. I'll use the secondary mouse button and click on the entertainment view. Please be aware that you can accidentally deselect the agent during this process. You still don't know much about this abnormality, so please order the agent Insight Work. Insight Work is a work to improve living conditions, ensuring containment units are in optimal condition. When an agent performs Insight Work, their prudence will increase at the end of the day, raising their sanity points. Go ahead. Take a quick sip. I might need to adjust the audio a little. Those high notes are fairly loud. I don't know how loud it is on Cat's end. It still looks like my volume is higher over on Streamlabs, but it can be hard to tell with that sometimes. You seem to have collected a sufficient number of this abnormality's PE boxes. It's time to learn about observation. Please press the nameplate displayed at the top of the containment unit. At the moment it displays the subject number instead of its name. After unlocking the abnormality basic information, the name will be instead. Ah, so this thing is not called 00000. This display. So current information we have on the abnormality. As you can see, we still have very little knowledge about it, as most of it is PE. We will need to spend some of the unique PE boxes we collected from the abnormality to gain specific information. Please try to unlock the basic information about the now. Okay. Standard training dummy rounds. Details and tips concerning the management of the abnormality are displayed here. If there is something the abnormality dislikes, it can result in a decrease of its Glyphoth. Glyphoth? I'm gonna say Glyphoth. Counter and cause problems with the rest of our energy production. Please be sure you unlock and read the abnormality encyclopedias thoroughly. Now I try to unlock the situation. How the abnormality reacts to the different word types is displayed here. The greater the preference for certain word types, the more successful the word type will be. The number on the left indicates the virtue level an agent needs to perform that level of work. High, very high. Continuing, this area shows the maximum click-off counter of the abnormality. It will also inform you on whether the abnormality is capable of escaping, as well as its damage resistance when it does. Knowing what an abnormality is weak to will be crucial in handling any escape situation. Try to unlock the endure, normal, weak. Okay. The training dummy holds up well to being hit, but struggles with analysis, I suppose. You have now maximized the observation level of this abnormality. When you fully unlock this section of the encyclopedia, the observation level of the abnormality will increase. This will provide additional benefit when working with the abnormality, such as an increased work speed of accessory. Once the observation level reaches a certain point, the extraction and production of EGO equipment from the abnormality will become available at a cost of its unique boxes. I probably should just call this EGO equipment and EGO weapons, shouldn't I? I know it's E dot G dot, but yeah, I'm just going to call it EGO. Are powerful tools that can help with the suppression of abnormalities. Please extract one now. EGO weapon, TEF, standard training. 5 damage turns, normal weight. EGO suits offer increased resistance to certain types of damage. Conversely, some forms of damage may cause greater damage. Oh goodness. I might need to grab a blanket. I think it's a little chilly in here and the chill always makes me yawn. Inversely, some forms of damage may cause greater wounds depending on what EGO suit it is used. Please extract. This makes you weak to red. Red, white, black, and pale, not blue, pale blue, I guess. Well done, manager. Here you can view what EGO gift the abnormality may present. Here you can view what EGO gift the abnormality may present to an agent. If this information is unlocked, each time an agent finishes the work process with the abnormality, they will have the possibility of receiving the EGO gift displayed here. Please note that the chances of this occurring tend to be rather slim. EGO gift, standard training event. Lastly, let us take a look at the abnormalities observation records. Please click on the text abnormality story. Wait, the music kind of stopping every now and then, waiting a few seconds and then hitting back into the loop. I feel like that could have been cleaned up at some point. I know this was an indie game when it was made, but what's it called? Project Moon has grown a fair deal since then. A little touch up on the old game. An abnormality in the shape of a training dummy used to train incoming managers. Rumor has it this abnormality was chosen to be used for training as it is the most docile and tame of any that we have extracted. It's called a training dummy rabbit, but it doesn't seem to enjoy cats. It likes people. If it escapes, it is merely following the employee as they leave its containment unit. In this section of the encyclopedia, you can read through the observation records of the abnormality. New lines will be added as the observation level increases. Now then, it seems we've reviewed everything. Please exit the window by clicking close. Now that you have unlocked the basic information, some of it is displayed at the top of the containment unit. And training dummy rabbit. Furthermore, as we have unlocked the list of its favored works, we now know that the abnormality prefers attachment work. Let's try out ordering an agent to perform attachment work with it. Please click Use Containment. Additional parts of the basic information are displayed in this window as well, which can be useful to a new manager. Why don't we try ordering an agent? Maxi Box 10, Alchemist. Attachment. So instinct, insight, attachment, and whatever. Seeing as you have learned the new preferences for attachment works, the success rate the agent will have, and the amount of time needed to perform the work that is displayed. Success very high, 9.2. You can also see the various details of the agent by mousing over them. This will allow you to make mindful decisions when giving out orders. Please select an agent to do the work. You've got 32 on everything except Justice, which has 35 plus 4. There's one last thing I should warn you about. Each time an agent enters a containment unit or an abnormality, the click-off meltdown gauge will fill by 1 tick. When the gauge fills completely, a clip of meltdown will occur throughout the facility. The number on the right part of the gauge indicates the number of containment units that will be affected. The affected containment units will receive a meltdown and the armor will have a rat around them. When a clip of meltdown occurs, the containment unit will have a timer displayed alongside the alarm on top. This time it will slowly drop until it reaches 0. I wasn't quite done reading that. The meltdown can be resolved by performing works out with the abnormalities whose containment units are affected. If the meltdown is not dismissed within the time limit, a portion of energy that we've collected will be lost, and the clip-off counter on the containment unit will immediately drop to 0. Please try to prevent this from happening. You can find a more detailed information on this in the work counter penalty section of the manager's manual. Each time a clip of meltdown occurs in a facility, the meltdown level increases. The higher the meltdown level... Can I pause this in the background? No. That, I believe, skipped some of the text there. Oh dear. I believe we've covered almost everything you need to know to begin managing abnormalities. If you have any desire to read more about it, which I would highly recommend, look it up in the manual. Can be consulted anytime by pressing the F1 key. Except not right now. After completing the workday, any agent who has performed work will have their status values increase according to the work types they performed. After these values pass a certain threshold, their corresponding virtue level will increase. Okay, virtues, and they are fortitude, prudence. That checks out. So not the classic 7 virtues to counter out the 7 sins. The agent's level can also increase if their virtues are high enough. Those who achieve this will be promoted and shown in the list below. Yeah. Well, you will also receive LOB as a reward for your hard work in accordance with your management ranking. You can ensure a high rank by keeping more of your agents alive at the end of the day. That's a nice way to set the tone for this game. Keeping more of, not all of them, but you know, the more of them there are, the better. The higher your ranking, the more LOB you will receive. However, if there is any abnormality loose when you choose to complete the workday, you will lose some of the LOB you would have otherwise earned. 3 reward remaining, 0. You can view which missions you managed to successfully complete throughout the day here. Right. Once management has been finished, you can elect to advance to the next day or retry the current day. Dead agents and lost ego equipment will be recovered if you decide to retry. However, you will also lose any abnormality observations, PE boxes, extracted ego equipment, and promotions earned if you begin the day anew. Finally, please click on the button to skip to the next day. From there, it will instruct you on deployment. The thorough tutorial. I'd like to advance to the next tutorial, yes, I guess so. My tracking is just a tiny bit off to the side. That doesn't bode well. I'm hoping the light has at least helped to slow it down. I might have to move it as well because right now it's kind of off to the right a little because it needs a stand and I don't have enough room on my desk to put it right behind the monitor. I might look into seeing if I can rearrange that at all. I'm also going to quickly tab over here and move myself just not this. Move myself just a little bit over. I'm not covering stuff on the screen as much as possible. Yeah, there we go. Okay. When the mission is successfully completed, you will be able to conduct a research project. The proposals for the department's various research projects are displayed at the start. I am starting to think I might honestly just hop into the game. We'll skim through some of his stuff. But LB, different here, actually I've been suspended, higher, view information, validation HP, and adjust their virtues, become the cars, increases their cost, higher, the agents, strengthen employee. Okay, so you adjust the virtues during training. During hiring, you can adjust in here by pressing arrows next to each one. Then you go over here. Then that's the equipment here. That'll do. We can always come back to it or just, you know, mess up and die about it. And then figure stuff. I am going to turn the volume down a touch. Start a new game with the current abnormality observation levels. Yes. Let's get into it. 0304. It feeds on the evil that seeps out during conversations between people. Angela. Lottery Corporation. Face the fear, make the future. I do love the little catchphrases that all these organizations have, like the SCP Foundations, where its name is basically its catchphrase, secure, contain, protect. Face the fear, make the future is also a very good one. Hello X, I give you a warm welcome to Lobotomy Corporation. I am Angela, your advisor and secretary. My role as an AI is to assist you in adjusting to your new workplace, but please have no worry in speaking with me or asking questions. It's quite rare for an AI to have a name. I was born from one of the wings of the world. It signifies that I am one of the best to exist in this age. I feel like I need a lot more context for that sentence. Ah, I know what you must be thinking. Your eyes show that you think I look too human to be an AI, am I? However, there is a great difference between us. I am bound here. I cannot go wherever I please like you do. I may be able to operate the systems of this corporation to open a door or prepare a cup of coffee for you, but I cannot take a step outside of this building to bask in the sunlight or feel the gentle breeze. I feel like I'm being guilt-tripped and we haven't even started on anything. Now, in regards to my appearance, as you can see, the colour of my hair is that of the morning sky after a light shower. The tone and shape of my voice is taken from the wisest person in the world. Lastly, my face is picturesque of the person who had the most beautiful smile. Aha! Don't worry, that was a joke. There can be no such person on this earth. My appearance was designed with attractiveness to the largest number of people possible in mind. If the way I look is pleasing to your eye, then I am working as intended. Moving on, artificial intelligence is much more efficient in comparison to humans in terms of multitasking. I wonder if they wrote this game today, would they put half the dialogue the same and the setting the same with all that's happened with AI? I'm the best in a majority of work fields. I'm able to handle the work of several dozen people at once. I'm certain many people have lost their jobs because... okay, yeah, that sounds like AI. I'm certain many people have lost their jobs because of me. It's such a shame. Well, enough of introductions. Is there anything that you would like to know? Can you inform me about the company? That is not a bad thing to ask about. Let me put it this way. Your world is constantly growing, and the demand for energy is exponentially increasing as technology advances. All conventional energy sources combined could not sustain the world further. In search of a solution, we happened to stumble on mysterious beings whom we dubbed abnormalities. We decided to Monsters Inc. this whole thing. Hello Bitmaker, welcome to the stream, how are you doing? In search of a solution... oh, I've read that already. Then we figured out that energy could be harvested from these abnormalities via a special method. to isolate them in a controlled environment and then to harvest energy from them. Our corporation became one of the wings of the world for this discovery that benefits humanity in two ways. Once you are fully placed into the role as the manager, you will be able to access all current information on the abnormalities from the encyclopedia. It is very important that you know and understand these beings well to be successful in your position. For now, the encyclopedia's pages lay blank, but it will be filled out little by little. Don't concern yourself too much with it, it is a task of your subordinates to pen it. You have joined the company at an opportune moment, by the way. Hello, sheesh without the numbers. How are you doing? Lobotomy Corporation is always looking for ways to improve its harvesting processes. Our systems are continually updated to support. Speaking of which, there was a new update to the system right before you arrived. It means the working conditions have been improved upon compared to those of your predecessors. How nice for us. Welcome to English class once again. I'm not sure what you do with that. Think of it as a small welcoming gift. Best of luck for us. I was just about to mention you don't understand the concept of patience, do you? Oh, pardon my manners, manager. I was talking to one of the other AIs that work here. I should introduce her to you. Our facility is a huge one and even I would have trouble managing it on my own. So someone determined that there should be an AI to assume head control of each department. There's a ton of reading and it's mandatory. Yeah, I'm aware that there's some kind of deep lore and story to this game, though I've never seen it myself. I suppose I should have assumed that it would mean lots and lots of reading. If I were to be considered the cerebrum, they would be the cerebellum. Naturally, of course, I should be your most trustworthy and capable companion among all the AIs. Well then, shall we greet her now? Had a hint of preemptive jealousy there. You can hear rushed footsteps from behind. Malkuth. Manager. Arrived just on time, right? This is only about 1 minute late. Well, I guess it still counts as on time. All the fellas you get have stories too. So hello to the Vescal. A Malkuth fan then. Congratulations on joining Lobotomy Corporation, manager. I do not want to disturb this touching moment, Malkuth, but every second counts in Lobotomy Corp. Please make your introduction as brief as possible and go prepare for the meeting. Seems Miss Angela isn't in a good mood today. But hey, at least the other Sephiroth are looking forward to meeting you. Well, maybe not all of them. Oh, where are my manners? My name is Malkuth. I'm in charge of the control team. Since we have a control team, we have a great deal of responsibility. I'll try my best to help you by improving the basic functions of this facility, manager. I'm sure you're a bit nervous right now. It takes a bit of time to get used to things around here. I know from experience. But don't worry, I'll be sure to help you. The fun fact, the Bible is a part of the law. Yeah, with some of the Angela, Malkuth, and she called the group of AIs the Sephiroth a bit ago. Those are very biblical, kind of angelic sounding names. Also, there's straight up like a chakra chart on the back wall here, which isn't Christian, but still spiritual. I am not exactly the best at everything. I used to be a problem Sephiroth, you know. I would sew buttons onto a shirt in the wrong direction, or add salt instead of sugar to food. But still, you can do it, just like I managed to. I'm sure you will succeed, manager. I can see what you mean about being a sweetheart. I'll give you an easy task since it's your first day here. I wish you the best of luck. I can't take it anymore. Manager, you're in there, right? I have to get out of here, please. I know you're capable of it. You're the manager. You're not the same as the rest of us. You can do anything. Why do you want to quit? Don't you like working here in the control team? Every day here is a delight for me. It's so horrible, I can't take it anymore. I'll go insane. Nothing here is normal. Do you really think you can't handle it? Please, I don't want to be here. Let me out of here, please. Manager, even though you're the head of this facility, that employee belongs to my department, so I believe I can take care of this. Let me handle this, please. I feel like, as the person in charge, I should be concerned about this. I feel like as a person considering their own self-interest, I shouldn't get involved in this. Welcome to the first year as a PE manager. Yep, you walk into the office and it's time to get involved in all the office drama. I've only just got here. Let's get introduced to stuff before we start making changes. Thanks for acknowledging my position. Please, don't be alarmed. These kinds of things happen quite often. Do they? Oh dear. Oh right, it must be the first time you've seen something like this. Usually Miss Angela or I handle this kind of stuff. It's just a tiny hiccup, nothing for you to worry about. No, please, manager, please. Mission, you can do this. Manager, please make sure to remember that your primary goal is harvesting energy from the abnormalities. In order to harvest energy, you need to work on them. It is the most basic yet important task we have here at the corporation. Please don't let me down, I know you can do it. Need 3 work processes with the abnormalities. Okay. Silith. Yeah, Asio. What do these refer to? Oh dear is the correct way to react. Don't worry, it happens on a daily basis. Or we get hired off Craigslist. A control team, safety team, information team, training team. Hello, manager. Each day you will need to expand one department. Are you ready to open up the control department and begin managing abnormalities? Absolutely. It may be a little scary when someone's begging for help on the moment I walk in, but we're here to face the fear. Memory repository imprinted. Okay, we've got River, the lazy newbie, with a standard riot stick, and a standard uniform. Hop on over here. A1 greatest ideal none. B points 2. I just grab 2 people so I've got a full team. Let's just head into Asio. Is that the name of the floor or this section or other days named? I did not entirely skip, but maybe skim through the beginning of the tutorial and decide to just throw myself into things, so we'll see how it goes. Just try. Okay, first things first. Also that things are not happening to me. Okay, we have a thing. A floating skull with a cross for it. Interesting. Right, main room with the healing thing, corridor, and whatever this is. And is that supposed to be us? Are we the manager? Over here, can I make you walk to the side? Epsilon 0. Not sure. Okay, so I want to figure stuff out about this thing. Also, you have B on your room. One of the employees told me I call them nuggets because they're cute. It is a pretty cute art style, which is great for a game like this, where you know they're not all going to make it. Look at that cutie, yeah. Ah, look at that face. This is going poorly. Alpha 1, Epsilon 0. We've got some background characters, I guess, just around the background. There's a great reason for it. Okay, that didn't go great. We need 8 for the basic information. We've got 4 so far. I don't have to unlock these on order, do I? Tips, work preference. The basic information. Let's wait and get the basic information. That went meh. It's fine. Oh, I can drag and select. Head right on back over here. Did I do different work and just kind of guess which one might work? No, I'll do insight again. Those are clerks, aka pathetic. You can unlock them in any order. You have to get... What do we call? Why put it on this ceiling? Okay, this one seems to be going a little bit faster. 0303 is a river failed to elicit a response from 0303. Coming stresses commencing multilateral bioanalysis. Is it not possible to just once forgive an act of evil? You cannot settle for merely half of the energy. Your duty must be completed. You must collect a full amount of energy. Okay, we're working on it. One sin and hundreds of good deeds. Deluxe 10 outcome ranges. Tell me about this thing. One sin and hundreds of good deeds will restore the employee's mental state when the work result is good. Rose, who received this benediction, commented that it felt refreshing. How lovely. Head right back in there. I guess if you level up depending on what work I make you do, I'm just going to make you do a whole bunch of sites. For that. The clerks use a super circuit to kill things and make your PC into powder shredded. I'm concerned about turning a machine into a powder shredded meat. These far. Oh, they cause lag, these guys? Oh, my computer's new, so it should be able to do well enough. After this one, something should go wrong. But we'll also get all the things we need. I think I have an eye for people. We have succeeded in collecting the full amount of energy. You can now finally take a drink. First, tell me some more about this. After the maximum number of P-Boxes was produced with one sin and hundreds of good deeds, it restored the mental health of every employee in the department. This thing seems quite helpful. Common, common, low, low, low. Level 3 for that. Newton's ego soup. They all die one day and whoop-de-doo 70 clerks over here. Just manifest out of thin air. Okay, straightforward enough for a first day. Proceed to the next day, yes. Alice Kasuki, thank you very much for the follow. Welcome to the stream. This is a recording of the day we must never forget. Somewhere in the distance you can hear seagulls. Everything will be peaceful while you are under the fairies' care. Not much to go off in any of these. 627, 552, 483. Let's... left one. End of the day, let me see the fellas. Slow train. There's 2 good boys you can get. Morn is a Pepsi machine. Hi, good luck. Is this your first time playing Lobotomy Corporation? Yes, it is. I've seen the occasional clip of some monster escaping somewhere and killing a bunch of people, and that's about all I know about the game. Face the fear, build the future. That is the motto of our founder, the one whom we refer to as A. Tell me, if you had to choose one, what part of the motto do you prefer? Face of fear, I think. We are the first humans of this world to discover abnormalities. Well, you're an AI. Of course, with the exclusion of myself, okay, there we go, as I do not exactly belong to humanity. Seemed like the kind of mistake she wouldn't make. How should I put it? We are pioneering an entirely new world in a brand new field of study. The discoveries we have made thus far are merely the tip of the iceberg. Abnormalities have been among us since the beginning. However, we have only just found their essence, their strange nature. We confronted them for the first time. And we faced fear itself. They were fundamentally an incarnation of fear. I'm looking for 2 Sera because I want to complete the Codex and the game refuses to give it to me. Oh, that's always painful when you're getting cheated out of the full completion by RNG. There was a bit of a confusion last time, wasn't there? Usually I am in charge of the security of the office. However, it seems that I failed to pay close enough attention to the Ephora meeting room. I heard that a control team employee has resigned from the corporation. Resigned, yes, I see. Good job. You do know what it means to resign here in the company, don't you? I'll take that as a no. I do sometimes miscalculate what information I should deliver to you and what I shouldn't. Please tell me everything. Some aspects of our company that I consider natural and obvious may come as quite a shock to you. We have a variety of roles here. It's like a well-structured play. Every actor has a role and they must be faithful to their part without any error, synergizing with each other. Boo, lore, run high. Nah, lore is good. I'm a writing and world-building VTuber. I make YouTube videos about world-building and storytelling. I'm all about the lore. Now imagine that one of the actors decides to leave the stage because they didn't like the role. The actor should have played their predetermined part at a predetermined timing before making their exit stage left. But to leave the stage without fulfilling their part means that the life of the role and its actor are finished. That is what we mean when we say someone resigns. Okay, so straight up dead. Great job, manager, you did exactly what I asked of you. I knew you could do it. You'll never guess how much I rooted for you back there. As for me, the day went alright. We covered a joint emergency protocol drill for my team. Not a single dropout or injury. Everyone did a good job. Not to say that it was perfect, though. By the way, manager, have you seen something creepier than the abnormalities? Those entities that wander the facility, unable to be contained, sometimes they manifest themselves in the corridors. The drills do no good when you encounter them since we don't have enough data on them, so we always have to stay alert. No matter how meticulous our plan is, we can't control the unknown. Sometimes when I encounter them, I get a strange feeling. It's not like fear or anything, some other sensation. Strange, isn't it? I feel nauseous, like something within me is palpitating out of control, and it feels like I'm no longer myself. How could I describe it? Like something's wriggling inside of me. Little by little. This is a lot to drop in, like, the opening 2 cutscenes. Like, we could have eased into this, but they're just like, no, straight up. From the get-go, full throttle. First Project Moon fan to read, Heretic, Burn the Witch. Mission Simplify. Your job isn't just to keep the abnormalities in control, you need to make sure that they're happy, so they'll produce as many VU boxes as they can. Please work hard on this, everything else should be secondary to that objective. I do like the twist in this on the classic kind of, anomaly containment thing that we actively want as much as possible to make them happy, explicitly happy, as much as a thing you barely comprehend can be made happy. Malka, Rule 34 of Angel. You made me so just there exactly 1,687 materials. I've seen none because I am terrified. That's a lot. I mean, 1,600 is a good amount, but that's not a huge amount. Good day, manager. Would you like to expand the control department? Well, I can't expand the others, so yes. More control. Also a good Anomaly game. Again, one I haven't played, but I've seen plenty of video about. TT2 protocol. New speed acceleration. That could be good just for quality of life. Order agents to work in other departments. Joint Command permits you to give cross-division work orders between departments. Recall scouted agents to their home department's main room. I mean, I could just pause and do that. Let's get this. Playing from experience? What? Me? No. I've never looked up anything anywhere, and anyone who says otherwise is lying to you. Complete full work. Press this with a good result. Let's, at this point, get a few people. I have 5. It costs 1 to hire, so I've used 3 already. Could bump up a quality or 2. What do I have with you? You've got 1 in everything. Your prudence is fairly high now that you worked on it a bunch. So let's get someone who's got good fortitude. Then get someone who's got good temperance. And then just get someone. And I have a full team. Might have been better to save up and get better people in the long run, but meh. Let's see what the other thing is. It's a glitchy looking room. Okay, first things first. We just send the same person to again. Where's the river? There's the river. Alright, it's on the screen here. I can just select from. You go over here. You're free on TT2. Has anybody played the game before? Anybody else? Has anyone besides me played Lottery Corporation? I'm sure someone in chat has. Okay, this is really just straight up static in a room. 17, 17, 20. I guess you can come tell me about this thing. You actually used about the numbers really went to do homework. We've had lots of drama about homework-related materials on Twitch recently, with their updates on policies about VTuber outfits. Lots of opinions about that from various people. I don't particularly have anything to weigh in on that myself, because I'm in a hoodie and a skirt, so not much of anything showing, but yeah, does seem a bit of a nuisance. Okay, this went well and this went neutral. Is there anything in here to be seen? Just static, oh dear. Manager, Maori's gone mad. Please handle them soon. Whoops. Whoops. Do I explicitly need to set people into some kind of combat stance, or can I just grab you guys and say, go over here, do something about that? Please give me an order, please give me an order, please give me an order, please give me an order. You're not... Can I? Can I tell you to walk somewhere? Will that make you feel better? It doesn't look like it. How do I go about calming you down? Can you do something to them? Yeah, everyone with riot sticks. I don't know if this is the right thing to do, but it seems to be the one thing I can do here. Nara has stopped moving. We'll need to improve the joint training programs. So that's Day 2, Death 1. This is chat bubbling going on here. How to get around Twitch policies. Poor women appeal to middle-aged men. No comment. Press F1 for the manual. Is there information in here I should have checked about what to do with these guys? If this drops to 0, they will panic. What should I do with someone who's panicking if not knock them unconscious? Well, we didn't knock them unconscious, we knocked them off the ledge. Management preparation, management practices. As I said, I did skim through the tutorial just a tiny little bit. Employee panic. Employee whose SP drops to 0 from presumption of white or black attack or panic. Panicking agents can be brought back to sanity when they have recovered their SP fully from healing attacks with white or black ego. The behavior of a panicking agent will is determined by the agent's highest virtue: murder, suicide, wandering, compromising containment units. If you finish a day with any agents of panic, they will be immediately disposed of. From healing attacks of white or black ego, so I don't know if there's actually anything I could have done for them in this case, right? Because my guys don't have, my guys have a riot stick. It's red. Very much not healing. This thing said something about health somewhere. After the maximum number of PE boxes was produced with one sin and hundreds of good deeds, it restored the mental health of every employee in the department. So possibly I could have ignored them and worked with this a few times in order to not have them go mad over here. Maybe. That is a lot of things. Managerial guidelines up to 7. Why does this one have so much information about it? I know we had observations level 3. Information about this. High agent's fortitude was to lower their success rate when working with P0627. It may be due to the fact that the violent tendencies flare rapidly due to P0627's agency. Okay, that's good to know. Who has low fortitude? You two. I guess maybe you can do something to this thing? You have lots of temperance, will it? Let's just go for it. See how it goes. Where is River? There is River. Back over here, and what am I supposed to do with you again? What is it you like? Attachment then, if I'm not misreading this. The face tracking has gone completely off to the side. It seems that the new ring light is not helping in that regard. Let me turn up the lighting a little more. There we go, get that to max power. Blinding. 2, 3, 4, 5. Common low. I read through this bit in tutorial and I didn't get it then, and I still don't quite get it now. But I think that this means I should go for attachment work. 15 PE boxes to manufacture this, 10 to manufacture. We've got 2 left. So you, attachment, and out of these 2 would be You're going after the other one for attachment. Okay, you go do that. Look at his weapon. What, this guy's? The Penitent's ego weapon. The music, it's completely stopped dead again. Damage 5 to 7, type wide, speed normal, range short. Now, is white damage specifically healing when used against our own guys, or is white damage healing only in the context specifically of healing attacks? So it has to be a special healing weapon, not any weapon that happens to do white or black ego. I think from reading this sentence that it needs to be a specifically healing tool and not just anything with white or black. This does not look like it's going any better. We might lose another person here. Okay, this has gone poorly, it would appear. Oh no, this is going fine, but we've just hit the threshold for that. I don't think that there's actually currently anything I can or need to do about this. Yumi's gone mad. Well, that's fantastic. And Yumi with Temperance as the highest? Temperance, which means they will go wandering. Okay, so I can just probably ignore them? Probably? Maybe. I'm going to. You can settle for nearly half the energy. Yes, yes, yes. What do you mean tutorials are remarkably shit? You just need the manual. Just read the manual completely once. Types. Like psychological damage. The other. Where is risk levels? Zayn, Tef, A, War, and how? Hard to say, and Aleph. Quack types, agents, that's emotions, your goals. No, where? What's the bit I'm looking for? Goals, agent controls, ordering work, payment. In the work process. Your front of apples may decrease if they are managed incorrectly, typically due to bad work result or related managerial guideline. When it reaches 0, no, that's not what I'm looking for. What am I looking for? Whatever thing has just gone wrong. This over here, isn't it? Something's happening here. I've sworn there's red flashing lights around it. Maybe I should have gone through the tutorial again. No, it is this, isn't it? This thing. When it reaches 0, the abnormality will escape. Can be found in the UI. Please be careful to ensure no counter reaches 0. Okay, but what do I do about it when something's already going wrong? All abnormalities. Emergency situations. Oh, that's probably what I should have looked for. Don't skim over it, read it properly, it explains stuff. Abnormality escape. If the clip-off count of the abnormality of an escaping abnormality reaches 0, the abnormality will leave this containment unit. The counter can decrease not just due to bad work result, but also from management methods. Escaping abnormalities need to be suppressed quickly. To learn more about suppressing abnormalities, please see the section suppressing abnormalities. employee death and panic, which we saw about earlier, so I do believe I still can't actually... Any employee whose SP drops to 0 due to damage from a white or black attack or panic. Panicking agents can be brought back to sanity when they have recovered their SP fully from healing attacks with white or black ego, which I don't currently have, so both the panicking people are dead anyway. We do various things. Murder, suicide, wandering, compromising containment units. The higher the level of an agent, the more difficult it will be to bring them back to sanity. Furthermore, the damage they can cause to the facility and their co-workers will tend to be heavier. Please be aware that if you finish the day with any agents of panic, they will be immediately disposed of. So there is no saving... Where have they gone? This guy. This guy's done for. Currently. Emergency levels, suppressing anomalies. Once it's escaped. But now, from the top, can I stop it from getting out in the first place? My goals as a manager. We don't have energy, we make the things feel good, we get energy. Your job is to safely match abnormalities. Daily quota. The agents, who are the agents levels and promotion. The 4 work types. What is an abnormality and their risk levels. Attack types and ego. Oh yeah, what does ego stand for? Extermination of geometrical organ. Refers to the equipment produced to confront abnormalities. Extermination of geometrical organ. What is that supposed to mean? We have ego weapons as a means of offense and ego suits as defense. But that's for later. That's these 6. These are all sorted into sections, so this is all before the day starts. So theoretically speaking, in here should be where the information I want is. Assuming the information I want is there to be found. Odessa High, we're making that acronym? Coming up with a good acronym can be really difficult. Let me just take a quick sip of my drink. Quota. The Qliphoth Meltdown gauge predicts the next upcoming Qliphoth Meltdown. It represents the passage of time through the workday's various Qliphoth meltdowns and ordeals. Every time an agent enters a containment unit to begin with, this gauge will increase by 1 tick. If the gauge is completely filled, a Qliphoth meltdown will occur or an ordeal will manifest. The work log and the speed adjustment. The regeneration gauge, that's on the top of this thing. The mission list, what are our missions today? Good work results, 1 out of 4. I don't know about that one. What is a geometric organ? The gauge won't increase if you work with a tool abnormality. Are either of these tools? I don't think so. Not sure where I would find that out if it were the case. Non-escaping entity. So what happens when this counts down? If you're a non-escaping entity? Am I just safe? Is this just a non-factor? We're good? Alright, management guy, basic controls. Also, the music has not started back up again. It's just dead silent. Hang on. I might turn this back on for a minute. Agent info, moving agents, recalling agents, ordering work. Maximum number of e-boxes that can be produced per work. At your risk level, different market range according to P box count. Department agent list, the welfare team. If employees work in departments other than their own, the corresponding control team research will need to be completed. That's the thing we're doing already. Likelihood of producing PE boxes. Work time. Attack type and damage type during work. Order side left click, we can move people around. Order side selected agent. Leaf off counter. Risk level. Box produced during the previous work. In this case 7, in this case 3. There are a number of unique PE boxes. I assume those will just tick up kind of infinitely once you've unlocked everything here. Oh, I guess you will also need to get the weapon and suit. And read through all of this. Look at all the lore. We'll get back to that. As the work progresses, the abnormality will produce PE boxes, or any boxes. Only PE boxes can be refined and processed into energy. The goal of the management is to find out how to safely produce as many PE boxes as possible. The manner in which we do so is quite simple. Enter the containment unit, progress the work process, ending the work process. Simple enough. You don't have a tool yet. Every fourth abnormality is a tool. Okay. Energy depletes a bit. Caps at 999. Has to eventually. Entering the containment unit. Receiving order. Agent will a containment. Will increase the Kleepov meltdown gauge. Please make sure to keep in mind that some abnormalities may immediately attack an agent when an agent enters the containment unit if the managerial guidelines are not complied with. When an employee comes across an abnormality, they may be struck with fear, causing some amount of mental damage. Abnormalities at higher risk levels will deal more mental damage to agents of lower levels. This mental damage will also occur during encounters with abnormalities that have left their containment unit. Success rate, success and failure during the work process. Failure, success, failure. If an agent takes P or SP hits 0 during the work process, they will die or panic. Such an instance occurs, the work process will end prematurely and the remaining E-boxes will be produced as N E-boxes. Success rate is determined by the virtue level corresponding to the type of work being done, along with the employee success rate stat. Temperance. Temperance specifically... Okay, that it did not mention before in the tutorial. Temperance specifically... work success, work speed. Attack speed, move speed. Okay. Good to know. The success rate determines whether a P or any box is made. And then at the end, yes. The Kleepov counter of abnormalities may decrease if they are managed incorrectly, typically due to a bad work result or violated managerial guideline. I assume violated managerial guideline means there's some that are like icky about stuff you do. This is all benefits. We don't know anything about this one yet. Except that it doesn't like people with high fortitude. I've got 4, so let's find out a little more about this, I guess. When the work result was normal, the Kleepov counter lowered with a normal probability. When the work result was bad, the Kleepov counter lowered with a high probability. Okay. Kleepov counter can be found in the UI. When the Kleepov reaches 0, the abnormality will escape or use its special abilities. Please be careful as to ensure that no Kleepov counter reaches 0. Then there's work-related penalties, the meltdown level. Who does the number of affected containment units each time an agent enters. The gauge is filled. Alarm timer will be shown on all containment units undergoing a meltdown. Time will gradually decrease. When this time hits 0, the Kleepov count of the abnormality within the containment unit will become 0 and the unique PE box decrease. Meltdown countermeasures. The clip of meltdown dissipates as soon as an agent enters the containment unit. The clip of meltdown gauge will not rise when containment units under meltdown are entered. However, the reduced success rate from the clip of overloads will still be reflected in the work. I just send someone in there. And then we'll be good. What do you like again? Attachment work? If I understand this chart here correctly, then for the level that the employee has, these are the outcomes expected. So low insight works well on this, or any level of attachment. I think. Work success high, work time 20. So Mika can go in there and sort this out. And we don't know anything about this thing yet. I might make use of the restart function. It feels a little early to already be restarting a day when we're only on day 2, but I do believe this has maybe gone terribly wrong. What are you babbling about now? Manager, please do something about my situation. If you're seeing this, please save me. We're gonna turn back time is what we're gonna do about your situation. A little temporal shenanigans. I also recommend restarting the day, or at least killing the panicking guy. Probably restarted day 1. Ooh, it's just that kind of game, is it? Sometimes it simply be like that. Retry the day, yes. Let's go ahead and do that. Yeah, nothing wrong with knowing when you've messed up. There's a few games, you know, a little while ago I was playing a kind of city building game called Songs of Six, and I just really struggled to get my head around how to balance the resource management in that game. I've restarted the city at least a dozen times. But wondering, does it deal mental damage to every employee in the room? Okay, so understandably, every one of these is bad. Wandering sounds like it's just going around, but no. It's simply the least immediately deadly out of all 4 of these options. Still not a good idea though. I hope you remember what word the mysterious Abner hates. The instinct. It doesn't like instinct work. Or in fact it specifically said people with high fortitude at all did poorly with it, so I want to send Nare in, I guess. Murder is the best outcome after suicide? I guess in this particular context you're not incorrect. Wondering if it can affect a bunch of people if it's everyone in the room. Compromised containment is just kind of a disaster on principle. It's 3 out of 4 works. Well, instinct must be one of them if it doesn't like people with high fortitude. Unless it's a trick. It likes people with low fortitude just to screw with you. Insight is what we did before. So attachment or repression. Well, you've got 17 and 15. I guess we go for attachment. Yeah, the guy will head towards putting it. Go on, if you played your cards right, you can. I think we go for this. Let's see what happens. And then you like attachment work. Complete overkill, but oh, some of the unlocks I had before have gone as well. Oh well. Alright, let's see how this goes. I am curious about what was in the research screen, that they've chosen to make certain menu items research things, like the faster time setting. Nari feels the ominous pressure of the containment. Hang in there. Hang in there, Nari. I wish I could select them to see how much sanity they've got left. Nari can sense a twinge of sadness and rage that looms over the entire containment unit. You fought wrong for the static? Oh. Yeah. Is it the trap option of low fortitude but they want instinct work, or is it what's it called? What's the justice one? Is the information not attack types, work types, repression work, that's it. It's repression. Well, it was a 50-50. And if you've ever watched Seadog VA's, what's it called, Fear and Hunger playthrough, you know we always lose a 50-50. Okay, you all have equally low justice, so I guess we just send you in there. With preferably low fortitude, that's not required, but well, they all have terrible justice stats, so we might as well send the one with low. Alright, this time. The power of turning back time twice? We shall now succeed. I saw a post about some world building stuff recently, which was like, how terrifying would it be to have someone on like a superhero team whose power is turning back time, like to the morning of any day if they happen to die? How bad would it be to have that person on your team when they come in the morning and you can immediately tell that they've already been through this day several times, you know, like Groundhog Day, that one scene where he predicts everything that happens in the diner, except as a superhero team, meaning the moment it happens, you know that your team has failed and died however many times on this day, and you've now got to do something about it. I think that's a fantastic setup for a little short story. Alright, you give me all this stuff again. And then send them back again so we can get more stuff. Nari's gone mad, really? Maybe I just don't. Maybe I just don't interact with this thing today. Do I need to? Can I just go in here 3 times? It is repression, that's just bad luck on my end. Show me that it can at least work. Send someone else in there. Show me that it can work. And maybe do something about this. Let's see if they also go mad. You go help keep this in check. Commit a little casual murder. I mean, there's nothing stops me from just going in here again, so I'm just gonna do this 3 times and ignore this guy. And then hire someone with much higher justice for tomorrow. Then we can go in and examine this anomaly. 0627. Are you gonna succeed now? Do I just let them be dead? And take the win on this? No. I think we're a little too early in the game to start getting callous and throwing our employees' lives away quite so casually, you know? Save that for later. When I was playing Frostpunk, it was more fun to try and be a good person, at least at the start, you know? Same with RimWorld, you know, you wanna make at least a little bit of an effort to not descend into organ harvesting cannibalism immediately. You have a 66% chance of a level 1 fortitude on that abdomen. Wow. So we tried it 3, 4, 5? So I threw 2 at it the first time, and then we did it again, and then again, and then once more just to see. So that was 5, and we succeeded on 1 of them. The odds are not in my favor. Not going to test fate by trying it again. We're just going to go over here and get it from this guy. Give me all those. The base chance of repression is 55% times 1.2 multi for 42. Okay. As long as there's no, like, penalty for just letting this thing sit here untouched. Now we've acquired more than half of the energy. Please check how much work time we have left on the day. It should be fine. You go in there again, you're gonna have such high temperance, it's gonna be incredible. There's no penalty to just letting a dude sit there with an asterisk most of the time. There's gonna be some who are like, if you don't talk to me at least once every other Tuesday, I will kill everyone in the building. Yeah. That will be a thing at some point, I have absolutely no doubt. $11 of the 14, 15, 16, 20 of the unique ones. So 15 for that, 10 for that. Endured, vulnerable. Seems pretty good. The Ego gift. This wide 5 to 7 normal short. Get me a weapon. Do I need to do this 5 times, or can I have a maximum of 5 of them in existence? Now the question is this going to trigger this and then this will try to escape, or will it trigger this and this will not escape because it doesn't do that? If you don't interact with me for 1.5 minutes, say bye to pausing and 12 employees and your facility. Oh no, if there's something that turns off pausing later on, that's going to be a real joy to try and deal with. Can I end the day while one of these is going on? And is anyone going to complain? And if they do complain, can I shoot them? Control team, good work results 3 out of 4. I go back in for the mission. Not really a reason not to. Is this... This is not broken up, so I can't tell if there's if one more will fill it up or if there's a certain amount. Go in there again. We're early in the game. This is probably the best time to go and mess around and figure all of these things out. Damn, sorted this out immediately. Maybe once in and hundreds of good deeds floats gently in the air, moving sluggishly. I do want to read some of these. It has no eyes, it recognizes the presence of Yumi in a room. Try to elicit a response. No, come on, give me the interesting flavor text, not me. Work is going on. Only those who deceive themselves can live truly happy lives. People with bliss. Oh, come on. Good news, there are 4 things that pause your game, only 2 are optional. Go in again and get me a good result. You've got bloody 30 temperance. Won't be that hard. Also just unlock this for completeness' sake. There are 4 things that pause your game, only 2 are optional. That's interesting. What kind of game mechanic would hurt the player by pausing the game? Oh, prevent pausing. Lots of ways to hurt a player by preventing pausing. Most of them, as a matter of fact. Okay, well let's get a second one, because this does seem to be decent armor and we don't have anything else at the moment. Alright, now a day without any death. We got all the energy and all the other stuff. Huzzah. Yumi has increased up to 40 temperance, a whole 10, that's pretty good. But then she did go in there like 5-6 times. Proceed to the next day. Initiating TT2 preservation. Alright, what we got? She was so talkative before, yet in the end, loneliness was the only listener. You see a song in front of you, it's approaching, becoming more colourful by the second. It's a good day, are you still shy today? All suitably ominous sounding. Here's some point of view, reaching. 3, you reckon? A good day, are you still shy today? I can take of your request. Let's see what you've inflicted upon me. Greetings, manager. It marks 3 days now that you have worked here. The number 3 is a mysterious one. In age-old fables, it is common for a mysterious entity to appear and tell the protagonist to utter 3 wishes. Sadly, I am not a mage or billionaire that can grant your wishes. That's unfortunate. However, I do happen to know what your predecessors wished for. There were many aspirations, common among them was seeking of some kind of growth. To lead a company to prosperity, to achieve spiritual maturity, you name it. Each had wanted to flower in a different way. Which of those 2 would you want? For a company to prosper, I wish to mature my spirit. We're gonna look out for number 1. Come to think of it, there was another manager who gave me such an answer. As you know, spiritual is a rather obsolete term in today's world. So I asked him for the definition of spirit. Then that manager told me, well, I unfortunately do not recall the details of that conversation. Oh, come on, don't tease with information. Even an AI cannot store every bit of data. Unnecessary information should be deleted for smooth operation, but you retained the data that the conversation happened. So, you may be asking yourself if your predecessors managed to fulfill their wish. I suppose what happened to the others is not important after all. No, I think that's quite important, I would very much like to know. I do promise to cheer you on for the journey to your final goal though. But there's also one thing that encourages you to not pause by holding a gun to your head and shooting a random employee when you do. She probably murdered half the managers, quite possibly. You did it again, and you did flawlessly too. I myself have a lot of work to do. If you look at my notebook, my to-do list is always so full. But I know I can get through it. I should do my best, like I always have. I know I'm slower than the others. I always have to check my list or I'll miss something important. That's why I have this notebook with me all the time. Can't leave any mistakes, you know? I've been carrying it for so long that it's almost worn out. It's been with me ever since I began working here as the Sephira of the control team. I know Lady Angela worries about me from time to time, but I've got everything under control. I feel like this is the kind of life I've been yearning for ever since a long time ago, maybe even before I was capable of thinking. It feels as if I've wished for the same thing before, in some other place that wasn't the control team. There is some kind of memory nonsense going on here. Malkuth, please finish the report I requested by the end of the day. Sure thing, boss. I've got it right here on my list. I'll have it turned in by the end of the day. Well, I should get going now. It's a pleasure talking to you, Manager. The AIs here, they're all unstable, with the exception of me. This statement, I'm pretty sure this is a lie, and I'm pretty sure that this is still very, very bad, even if it's true. It's especially bad for Malkuth, you've noticed, haven't you? I can't complain, though. It only makes it easier for me to control her. That's messed up. Flawlessly sent. Do not hire any more people, by the way. Well, I'm full on people's slots at the moment. Or at least I was. We'll see in the next upkeep step. Mission: controlling meltdowns. As you may know, our facility isn't really the most stable thing. We're only able to keep the abnormalities contained thanks to the Qliphoth deterrents, which we briefly adjust down just before the workday begins. But this deterrence becomes unstable as time goes on, and eventually some abnormalities may undergo a meltdown. Complete 8 work processes in containment units under Qliphoth. Okay, we still can't do anything with these guys, so I guess we gotta get this full up before we continue the rest. Let's expand the control department. One more unlocks enemies. We're doing missions as soon as we get them. We can speed up the game, or we can recall scattered agents to their home department's main room. This seems like a quality of life feature for me. This, I don't know why I would particularly want it, which makes me feel like it's probably going to be very important to have. Speed, I beg. I mean, I don't go that fast anyway, since I'm reading through stuff a lot of the time. Sure, I can grab that as well. Okay, there is one more slot. And I now have one new abnormality that I need to learn about in the first place. But I do kind of want to grab someone with more justice, so that... Oh, costs 4 to improve justice now. Does this scale up with how many people I've got? No. Oh, justice is just more expensive. Huh. That's interesting. Justice improves attack speed and move speed, whereas Temperance improves work success and work speed, reduces HP, Prudence is sanity. Why would they choose to value Justice higher than the others? Well, that does mean that unless I want to gamble on it, I'm not going to be able to do anything with the other anomaly. Maybe I should have saved up. That is faces that are stretched across skin on a wall. Oh dear, oh dear. Also so far away now. Gotta travel a long distance. I want to try one more time. Oh, also, I just heard it ever so slightly in the background. I did not turn back off the lo-fi music when the game music kicked back in. Okay, what about you? We don't know anything about you. What would be good for these 5? They all, I mean, that one seems happy. Maybe some emotional support? Send in Yumi? Yeah. And... you, I guess. Got to equip the armor and weapon. Well, we haven't actually done anything yet, so I can just hop back to Let's start real quick. There we are. In here, I assume. Okay, well the things are the ego equipment is also sorted into the tiers. I have 2 of these and 1 of these. Who gets it though, actually? Who does it go to? No one is particularly better or worse really in anything significant. I guess River, if it's light damage, is it held by their stat? In which case I probably want to give this weapon to River, and if River's getting a weapon, they're also getting a suit. And then Yumi gets the other suit because I like Yumi more than the others, sorry. But we're picking favorites. Asya, Briar, Azilith. Oh. Upper layer, middle layer, lower layer. Interesting. So the facility gets cordoned off into different sections as time goes on. Okay, as I said, I want to take the gamble once more and see if maybe this works out. You go here, and either one of you can go here. Send a one with the armor to the static guy. Oh, right, because the armor... What stat specifically? Gives extra resistance against white. So you cancel that, and cancel this. And then send... River's only got like 3 more fortitude than Nare does. Okay, River over here. And instead, you guys are kind of equal. You've got crap stats all around. Sure, you go there. There we go. Slightly better odds of things working out. I think River also has slightly higher prudence, which means they should have more sanity, right? They'll be more likely to survive, even if this doesn't go particularly well. Nervous immediately, not great. Is there some kind of health indicator in here? Does this show anything? I can see how well this is going. Repressing death drive, repressing instinct, realizing desire. Empty ideological isolation. Oh. Okay, this has already gone wrong immediately, and severely. Okay. I mean, I have to restart, basically. There's no reason not to. We're just losing a person for no real reason otherwise, but... You only did with light weapon fan... no, the weapon is with... River, isn't it? Yeah. Yeah, the weapon is with River. But Yumi is the one I paid to get Temperance 2 from. So it would be a shame. So does a white weapon then not kill them if I whack them with it? I would have thought I would specifically need an item whose purpose is healing in order to do that. Can you pick where you're running, please? Is that a dead person? Did you kill someone? Your highest stat is Temperance. What does Temperance do when they panic? Emergency panic. No, Temperance is wandering. What are you doing, Ben? Are you taking a nap for the fun of it? Oh my god, stop running. Come back here. I might need to send the others to help just to contain them for a minute. What are you two doing, sanity-wise? Oh, okay, now River's also gone insane chasing them down. Retry! Day 3 for the 3rd time. Did it keep the equipment handouts? Yes, well that's convenient at least. We love melee combat? But I mean, unless I want to sit here and just indefinitely be kind of stuck, I have to keep trying and sending these people out, right? River go here, I guess, maybe? Let's see if this is a better setup. No, not... Oh, Yumi is the other one is the one with the really high... Okay, never mind. Miko, go there. Hello, you kind of look like the Sephira of a future department. Oh, do I? I'm looking forward to finding out about them. And welcome to the stream, 0145. Alright, let's see if anything goes terribly horribly wrong here this time. This is already not looking ideal. But we can hope. Is that an health indicator here, this little thing? And the side is kind of covered by the text at the moment. Anything to do with anything? Got yellow and red on it over here. And just red here. Really? River? Infuriating. We actually got success over here. Maybe I should deal with one dangerous thing at a time. We'll ignore this one for now and we'll just go for this one. That way it's only one gamble that I have to win. The guy in Shy is dead, by the way? You are, yep. River is dead. You have a gimmick for the Shy guy? No, I have a general policy for my stream that backseating is allowed. You can tell me something if you're just done and tired with watching me stumble through it, but otherwise I shall keep trying myself. I won't generally ask for help. We'll ignore this one for now and see if we can deal with this one. River is the most common of the default names? We will simply rename any future rivers. Assuming we can. I don't know if these guys can be renamed. Look at him carefully. Is this a oh, is he running around behind the faces? Oh god, does it does what I need to do here change depending on where they're standing, because that's way too quick. Okay, this went off without a hitch again, who'd have thought? Yumi, keep doing that. You make it, yes, you made it out of there without losing your mind. Well done. You've got 25 in total, I assume, sanity? How much do you have left currently? Is there a current HP? No. If this is a health bar, it's absolutely a nuisance to try and read. It is possible that you have made some sacrifices to collect half of the energy. Please do not let them be in vain. Cheer up. No, we're actually good for the moment. You basically want to stand in the same room with him. You can check the current thing by clicking on the map. We'll come back to it. We finally have some stuff here. We already know that it's repression that's the most likely to work. So I guess I should open up some guidelines and see what on earth all of this is about. I love the affinities this abnormality has to repression work. Does knowing it do anything to our chances? On Abno and the work type, you can see everyone's HP and S. Ah, excellent. River has 25, because they've got the highest prudence, of course. Okay. Tell me some things. When the work result was normal, when the work result was bad. When employee Vera panicked during work, the cleave-off counter lowered. This thing just sounds like whenever anything remotely happens in its general vicinity, you experience consequences. It's like, hi, you looked at me funny, perish. Works completed with containment units under cleave-off meltdown. 8. I don't imagine we're doing that today, all in one go. Unlocking all information under a certain category increases the observation level, which increases work chance and decreases time of work. Excellent. River, go back in there and please, please, please don't die. Do it, it's easiest to do today. Before there's more anomalies around to cause even more issues. Okay, who's throwing a fit? You, of course. You're looking grossly happy. What do I do with you? Attachment? Maybe? And Mika in there? Not Mika, Yumi. Instinct for Mika. One of these just because they're the ones I've got the highest count for. Mika's got a lot more health, so at least if this thing tries to kill her, she's got a better chance of not dying in the process. Alright, Mika, go in there. See what you can do. And someone get us closer to our quota. Please don't die. I might just leave you dead, honestly, if I have to reset again. Ooh, this didn't go particularly well either. That went by in a breeze. Also, time is still severely sped up. Alright, what else do we have? Because 2, 4, 6. We can finish this section off and get higher observation level. Work speed plus 5. Work success time. The next level is what we really want. When the work result was good, the cleave-off counter increased. When all E-boxes were produced as PE boxes, the counter increased by 2. What's this? Is it? Box in the box. The surveillance camera detected various noises emitting around the facility. Based on the fact that this occurred after TO627's cleave-off counter reached 0, it can be assumed that the noise originated from TO627's containment unit. The number of sections affected by the noise steadily increased until the cleave-off counter of TO627 was completely recovered. Usually have a chance to live, that is bug. Always good to get out of a situation alive. You gonna make it here? I kinda want more information. But River needs to heal up a little more. There we go, 25. This has been restrained. Let's see, what can we learn about you? You also have a lot of managerial guidelines. Basic information. Tell me about these. Oh, you could not care less, apparently. This abnormality changes their facial expression at certain intervals. However, when faced with another person, their changes halt. Okay. Yumi, go back in there again. 8 times, so we want to just keep triggering this. Still only going to be 1 when we hit the next counter. Is there an upper limit for these? Natural process. Creep of counter. No, not the creep of counter. The. What was it? What section was that in? The creep of meltdown gauge. Predicts the next creep of meltdown, represents a patch of time over what day various creep of meltdown deals. Takes by 1, completely filled, creep of meltdown manifests. And there was another one somewhere about the threat level. There is no upper limit? Okay, you can put yourself in as much danger as you please. What is the layout of this facility? We have one door going out down here and down here into these, but you've got to go up, around, down, under and over to get to this room? I want to have a word with the architect, because this is absurd. We also have a ton of this, so let's get another weapon and some more suits. We can get everyone equipped. Okay, you're doing alright in here. How much health do you walk out the room with? 12 out of 25. That's alright. Yumi, head back in here again, and then River will go back in here once they've healed. We have 9. We've got all these. That's 12, and this will be 16 in total, so we'll save up to get that. Alright, River, as soon as you're healed. This is fine, we were aiming for it. Works completed with containment units under Creep of Meltdown. So will the one that's currently ongoing count for this? And then we go in to stop the meltdown and we get another one. Because that would be nice. 2 for 1 deal. No, does not count. Unfortunate. But what can you do? Alright, River, back in there. And Yumi, back in here. How much temperance do I got to get them before this takes up to 3? Assuming it even can take up. I'm gonna take another sip from my drink. I say sip, but I almost finished the rest of it. Yeah, 50 something. 50 something what? What question did I ask a minute ago? Oh, stats. 50 something on the stats to reach next tier. Actually, no, it's 45. Okay, so Yumi should absolutely be going up to the next tier. As soon as the day is done. Alright, what is this thing? 1.76 megahertz. That's an interesting name. Ego gift, acquisition probability 5%. 5% is not so bad, honestly. Not so bad at all. What is it though? This abnormality is a phenomenon with no visible form. It was discovered when employees began to exhibit shared symptoms when entering a specific area of the facility. They all suffered hallucinations of a specific nature and their mental corruption increased. After setting a radio's frequency to 1.76 MHz, we waited. Following 12 minutes, a mysterious voice was heard through static. It was difficult to make out what it was saying, but it appeared to be in distress and was asking for help. 17 minutes in, the voice stopped and 3 loud explosions were heard, which were then followed by 2 small explosions. It can be assumed that the situation the voice was in was chaotic, as based on the various levels of screaming that could be heard. 23 minutes in, all was silent. Once 25 minutes passed, the radio began to emit smoke. We thought the machine had fried, but no fault could be found. Continuing past 30 minutes, everyone in the area was suddenly filled with rage and started to exhibit the desire to assault one another with extreme aggression. Interesting. Recording that just makes people angry. Not the most complicated idea for a anomaly out there, but still interesting. Yuumi, go back in here, and 1 more healing pulse, then River can go back in. Are we all healed up now? Depression, yes. River in there again. Not quite the same setup, but it kind of reminds me of what's it called? There's one SCP where it's like a videotape of a football game or a basketball game or something, except the people in it are real, like not just real as in it was a recording of real people, but real within the, like there's a world within a recording, and every time it replays, the people within it slowly start to realize that they're in a recording and rapidly start to go mad, with each loop becoming more and more chaotic and violent. Emerald is OP, it trains justice for cheap. I guess that's something you want to look at for later on in the game, what abnormalities you can use to get new recruits up before they can move to the more dangerous ones. So the next trip into a room should trigger the next countdown as well. Kind of hoping it goes for this and not for this. Who did I send in here last time around? I think it was Mika with the highest health. Alright, the River, head on back in there, and then hopefully it triggers this, and we can send, what's her name, Yuumi, into this room. It's gonna get super confusing when there's a whole bunch of employees and some of them share names. Yuumi, go in there, contain that. That brings us to 3 out of 8. And we gradually build up our stock of ego equipment. Someone might even get the ego gift at some point. Actually, we have all of these. I should unlock the rest of this as well. There we go. Get a little of work speed. Common, common, low, low, very low, common, high. So Instinct in theory could still do it. No associated ego weapon, interesting. The ego suit is the staticky noise. Weak, endured, vulnerable. 7.6 compared to 8.9, which and also endures red. Vulnerable to pale. It looks like this one is just flat out better than this. If I'm not misunderstanding how these work. F greater than Zane. Is the number here like a multiplier of the damage? So you get hit times 0.8, so 20% is, or 0.2 goes, as opposed to here 0.7 means you'll take less damage. Is that how we're doing the calculations? If we're getting the last section of the manual on the first tab. Ego, extermination of geometrical organ, refers to the equipment produced to confront abnormalities. We have ego weapons as a means of offense and ego suits as defense equipment. Ego can be extracted from abnormalities that have been managed up to a certain observation level. As ego is forged using archetypes extracted from abnormalities, they can inflict or resist RWBP. I want to read this like how Ruby does its team names. Rhubarb. There we go. They can inflict or resist rhubarb damage types, which cannot be reproduced normally. Each ego has a grade from Zane to Aleph. One thing you should know is that the higher the ego's grade, the more effective it becomes. Ego with a higher grade will have higher attack and defense power against certain attack types. The attack defense mechanism. Defender, risk level, ego suit, attacker, ego weapon. Ego with a high grade will benefit from increased damage and defense against abnormalities of a lower risk level. So no matter what the numbers are, higher is just flat out better. A 0.7 in Aleph beats a 0.7 in Zane easily, is what I'm understanding from this. Conversely, Ego with a lower grade will deal less damage and take more damage against an abnormality with a high risk level. Equal 440. The defender risk level minus attacker risk level. Right, okay. And the levels, Zane to Aleph is how many levels again? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it goes from -4 to 4, that makes sense. So a Zane defender getting hit by an Aleph weapon, 200% damage. Okay. Excellent. That makes sense. It's always good for a video game mechanic when you can look at it and go, oh yeah, I get what's going on here. Continue the great work. And let's use the speed up feature since we did acquire it. It's going to take a little while still before we hit the thingy here. I would like this to once again be the room that triggers and not this, so I'm gonna send Yumi right back in, or let Yumi recover real quick. There we go. Then send Yumi right back in here, that will take us to 3, and then once Yumi's done in here we can send River back to 1.76. What's an easier short name, because 1.76 megahertz is long. 1.76 or megahertz? Or just 0.7? Common, high, common, choose the common. Call it megahertz? I've been picking River because they have the most health or sanity to eat hits from this thing. Because it's not like we actually care about the outcome of the work here, do we? We just want to hit this as much as possible without anyone dying in the process, because restarting the day at this point would hurt a hell of a lot. Never mind, that's fair. Okay, that's good. No, that's reassuring, honestly, that I'm not being completely stupid, because it has happened on occasion. High work chance equals less damage taken, okay. Oh, it's triggering over here. It's triggering in both of them. If I end the day now, does it ignore what's going on? Can I ditch this and just go out cashing out on what we've got? Because I'm kind of weary of sending anyone in here. I think I sent Mika before and she made it back out, but if she dies now, I'm not restarting the day for her. I'm just not. If Mika goes in here and dies, then she stays dead. And that's that. So do we take the risk? Do we take the risk of sending Mika in? We start making your way down here. I'm not even sure you make it there in time. Ooh, looking a little sketchy. Do I send Mika in there? Do I just end the day? Is there a penalty for ignoring meltdowns because the only thing that breaches is megahertz? That is the only meltdown you want to pay attention to? What happens with megahertz when it melts? Or is it the stuff can be heard around the facility? Where was it? In here. The surveillance camera detected various noises around a facility. Based on the fact that this occurred after Megahertz's clip-off counter reached 0, it can be assumed that the noise originated from Megahertz's containment unit. The number of sections affected by the noise steadily increased until the clip-off counter of Megahertz was completely recovered. Static deals a bit of mental damage. So this thing you're telling me won't do anything if I just leave it be. The high fleshy faces stretched across a banister guy is just gonna leave us be if I ignore him. Alright. I'm perfectly willing to just let him sit there then. We'll deal with you tomorrow. Which is unfortunate because this does kind of mean we're always going to be so stress sounds high. Yumi can go over here then safely. If we try to deal with one at a time each day to not have people die in between, that does mean we're going to be one behind always, right? Like, we get one new anomaly, but we're still dealing with yesterday's new anomaly. Unless we get people trained up to such high stats that we can tank the unknown. We lose a little energy from having a meltdown. What are you guys' odds with the other stuff? Low, low, very low, common, 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 common. You can tank the Shy guy at Fortitude and Sanity at level 3. Okay. Not so bad. Who did I send in here before? Mika, I assume? I don't know. It doesn't matter too much, I don't really need to focus terribly on getting anyone on Temperance up. This gimmick is really cool. Well, we'll look at him tomorrow, assuming what the next thing we get isn't something terrible and scary that demands our attention. Keep just not realizing that stuff is done and I need to be sending in the next person because I'm on speed 3. Okay, that is all of those, all of these. This is unlocked, this is all unlocked. There's nothing to unlock over here. Alright, we have everything we can extract from one sit and hundreds of good deeds. Except, of course, more containment breach levels. Next thing you get is a tool. Man. Oh well, oh well. This is probably not good, responsible management on my part if we're supposed to be keeping these as happy as possible in order to extract energy from them. That's all unlocked, this is unlocked. And you can only get one of these and no weapon, so that's everything extracted from Megahertz as well. Okay, let's give you a second to heal up. And you can go back in there. Imagine being in this work environment where it's like, hi, you've been chosen for the extremely dangerous job of managing abnormalities that range from floating skull that judges you, to noise, to man with 5 faces stretched across a wall. What's on today's agenda for work? Oh, we're gonna go ahead and, instead of making everything happy like our job description says, piss them all off repeatedly because we've got a quota to hit. We gotta do practice runs on upsetting the abnormalities. I'm gonna finish last of it, I think. Is a funny vid on this? The only Lobotomy Corporation content I've ever seen is a few videos from what's her name? Archangela. The Lobotomy Corporation videos, but that was years ago. I barely remember it at this point, to be honest. We'll refill our quota once we've done all the meltdowns. Actually, I hope at some point it doesn't keep going to him, because we do need to actually fill this up once this hits 8 out of 8. It will be very unfortunate if we keep losing energy because he has a meltdown. Alright, Yumi, one more healing pulse. Excellent. I assume there's someone who shuts this down as well. Some anomaly screws over our regen chamber at some point or another. Star. Did you try to send a link just now? Because that will get filtered out. We've got issues every now and then with bots coming in here trying to sell me viewers, which I take offense to, quite frankly. I get viewers myself, thank you very much. Okay, this one, and that should be all dealt with, and then we just need the energy. As soon as this is done, send someone back in here. Is this part of the, I guess, wider strategy for the game, that on certain days where you have everything under control, you just spam in? Control meltdown's cleared. So I could end the day now and be fine? Yeah. There we go. 21 minutes. Wait, if you have everything under control, can you just keep doing work to grind out stats? Is there a limit to how much skills can grow in a day? The Temperance has gone up to 21 for you. Justice to 36, that's pretty good. We've tiered up to 2. Fortitude is tier 2, but I think it already was. Temperance gone up to 21. Temperance gone to tier 3 at 52. Justice is tiered up to 2. Temperance is tiered up. You have no limit, you just get bored after an hour of clicking the same buttons. I can imagine, yeah. And from Justice 45 to 101. Okay, real quick, let me... I am a little curious. Let's mute my desktop audio just in case. And have a quick look at this. only 30 seconds long, so I'm just I'll be right back with you, chat. I'm just watching memes. No info, good luck. What is this bird? From our omniscient perspective, just resetting time. Do you want to be badly left over by the way? Because if yes, pick 0985. Now everything will be just fine. Well, that, with a message like that, how could it be anything but the apocalypse? Those betrayed hearts sank into the depths, slowly forgotten in the ever-lengthening corridors of time. This bracelet shall not forgive those who hold greed in their hearts, thus it must only be worn by those in true need. Okay, well... this is the single scariest message I've ever seen, and I hold much greed in my heart. As an alchemist quite obsessed with gold, it's literally my name. So we're gonna go for this. This betrayed heart sank into the depths, slowly forgotten in the ever-lengthening corridors of time. Cutscene time. Do you take pride in what you do here? If not, this recent news will likely change your mind. After your arrival, the rate of energy output has increased by 13%. Aren't we fantastic? If you still don't feel the significance of this figure, then let me add that it's a record-breaking percentage. How do you feel? Yeah, I can take pride in that. Ever since you began working here, the company has been taking strides in improvement. This means you are performing your role well. This shows that there should be only good news to come. A machine such as myself doesn't flatter easily. It is good to know that you're happy with your work. I remember your face the very first time you came here. You were so withdrawn. Withdrawn, is that what we're going with? Face all grey and grim, and you were all nervous about my presence. Don't worry, it's okay for you to be happy now. I mean, we're 4 days in, let's not get ahead of ourselves, you know? Congrats on embracing gambling. The third one was one of the best tools in the game, and the one you chose is a glorified slot machine. Well, you win some, you lose some. Today's a rather special day. Do you see that bottle of champagne on the table? Allow me to pour you a glass. Shall we toast? This reticent assistant kind of character, consider I also play Arknights, and we currently have a lore event going on that relates very heavily to our player character and our assistant slash manager slash it's complicated Kal'tsit, and this character is giving me similar vibes. Today's occasion is not something as monumental as someone's birthday or the company's day of founding. You lost an employee for the first time yesterday. In fact, many more shall follow. I'm telling you this just in case you were unexpectedly shocked by the news. They had known the risks from the beginning. The company grows, fertilized by their sacrifices. It's as simple as that. Fertilized by their sacrifices. That is quite the imagery. I'm sure they would have felt proud of themselves as they took their final breath. Accepting their deaths with equanimity would be the greatest respect you can pay to them. That is why I popped this bottle of champagne I've kept for so long. 3 cheers for the deceased, in memoriam of their noble sacrifices. Angela Exorio. We're shipping me with the secretary? Sure. And let's be super duper unprofessional. In celebration of the ship. I've lost 0 employees in my facility to now, and I've played for around 70 plus days combined. Angela, you are full of shit. Yeah, that was not someone working on a build that we were working on. Maybe, I don't know, after the day finished up, one of the cleaning staff slipped and broke their neck. Allow me to give you a small bit of advice. To properly drink a glass of champagne, one should gently hold the lower stem of the glass and then take it in lightly, savouring the bubbles. I wouldn't know, I don't like the taste of alcohol. Perfect, just like that. Oh ho ho, what is this? Hello, everyone. Yesod. Yesod? I want to say Yesod, because Yesod sounds a bit weird. We need to be honest here, Malkuth. You simply cannot suppress the ordeals with the employees you currently have at your disposal. Trust me, I am the head of the information team. Even if your team were to suppress the ordeals on their own, there's too great a risk of extreme mental damage to your employees. But Yesod, we only need to consider the mortality rate of the agents and the possibility of the abnormalities breaching. And Hod. Yesod, Malkuth, Hod, Angela, and whoever else. I hope I'm going to be able to keep track of all of these names. I'm never great at remembering people. Malkuth, Lady Angela said that one crazy employee will kill 10 others. I am the Sephiroth of a control team. I may make outrageous mistakes in all other aspects, but this role I know better than anyone else. I know how to handle employees on the verge of insanity. I even wrote down a code of conduct for it. Honestly, it feels like I'm the only one who follows the guide. Am I wrong? Please tell me if you happen to need it. I can always share a copy with you. I'm fine, but that code of yours... I don't need weak employees in my department. Oh no. Weakness means elimination, the death of your place in my department. To work for the control team, the department that leads the corporation, signifies that you should be more capable than anyone else. Manager, please say something to them. You've been watching what's happened to those weak-willed employees from the comfort of your office, haven't you? Can any one of you guys say something? Well, thanks so much for visiting me, it's made me so happy. We should meet up again sometime, all of us Upper Sephiroth. Oh, delightful. Has this... I feel like this wasn't distorted before. I have an announcement to the Sephiroth of the upper layer. The mental corruption levels of the control team's employees exceeded the maximum threshold. And just what did the other Sephiroth do in the meantime? Sit and watch? The control team has failed to handle the ordeals. Supplement the staff immediately and suppress the ordeals. I will ask for support from the other departments. As the cliff of deterrence weakens, the abnormalities will begin to grow agitated. Certain things we call ordeals, which we cannot contain, will go into a rampage, just as they are right now. Could you calm down the employees by suppressing one of the ordeals that show up at dusk? I'll help you with it as soon as I can. I remember the names of Sephira. I don't know the birthday of another is. I mean that's what calendars with a 1 week ahead of time alert are for. I'm quite terrible with remembering the exact days of birthdays as well. If I focus on it, I can remember a couple people's, but like, not everyone. Too many. Right, let's not get another level in here. Day 5 is when you will understand why I told you to complete the Qliphoth mission. Okay. We get this, the final thing. There does seem to be a counter here, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 5 I guess is the boss level. Okay, we now have 9 points. We're pretty well supplied. Weapon-wise we only have for 1, suit-wise we do now have this, so I guess River get the higher tier suit? Oh, requires Prudence 2. Damn. No one has Prudence 2. I guess River is closest. Okay. Well, back down a tier and let's see if we can't get everyone into a nice bit of kit. There we go, everyone gets a thing. It will drive me insane if these are not ordered. Everyone gets a kit and they're in the same order. I don't think the order matches what's over here, but that I can live with. God, faces are fine, but my brain refuses to memorize names of my relatives. I need AI glasses to store their names for me. Do not give everyone one. Ah, that is a good point. If they all do the same damage type, and something is resistant to that, we could have a problem. Okay, oh, also River got noise. Movement speed +2, attack speed +2. SP -10 and attack speed +10 when the armor of the same abnormality is equipped. Oh. That seems a little dangerous. Some of them only have 17, which means with the bonus they would be on 7 sanity points. Doesn't matter for now, but certain Abners heal when hit with certain damage. Okay. I kind of figured if there's certain resistances, then it would be bad to have everyone of the same damage type. Okay, so this will put River down to 15 sanity points, but they gain 10 speed. That seems reasonable. I think we'll keep that. Did anyone else get any quality? No, it doesn't look like it. Very fast for someone labeled a lazy newbie. Yumi is the only one who's gone up to tier 2 lazy employee from that very, very high temperance, I suppose. A certain Abner's heal when hit with certain damage, or I put in shit trap. Okay, so do I get one last person? I guess I don't need to specifically hire someone with high justice now. Yumi has high justice, and River also has pretty high. What do I not have? You're just kind of average all around. You're good in temperance and justice, you're good in fortitude. I could get someone who's specifically good with prudence. Even extra good with prudence. Could stack this person up with ridiculous amounts of power. Look at that. 2-3-2-2, but we overpowered as hell. Is that a good idea though? Do I want to save these so I can replace employees who die later on? If people level 2, everything will waste on me. You reckon don't get another person? I've got enough to handle the anomalies I've got right now. With the people we've got available. Control team service 2 days. That's 3 movement speed. Oh, they get veterancy bonuses, do they? Service 2 days, yeah. Service 3 days, movement speed +5. River's gonna become so fast. 4 people per department is more than enough, 3 is enough. I might end up filling them all out anyway just because I want to, but I can leave it be for the moment. Strengthen employees if you want to spend. Strengthen employee. Do I want to? I kind of feel like I want to give lazy higher prudence. I just feel like it. It costs a 1 point, costs 3 points to bring it up to 3. That's maybe excessive. We have decent prudence, we have good fortitude, good temperance and justice, and you're just kind of average, which is fine. Maybe 1 more point into River's prudence. 1 more. That'll do. Okay, let's see. What does this day hold for us? You two are fully dealt with. We have all the stuff from you. We have all the stuff from you. What do we have over here? It is 2 chess lizards on an orb? 2 chess lizards on an orb. Cumulative. That mean? What a usage. Oh. Okay, in the meantime, we've got like no data on you, do we? Yeah, that's all common. Okay, we'll send... Ah, you've got high success sensitive. Because of your very high temperance, I suppose. Why is... common across the board for instinct and attachment. And yet, for attachment, with temperance free, Yumi has common success, work success, but with instinct, Yumi has high. Is it more of a multiplier kind of situation, perhaps? Anyway, you go here, and River, use the thing. And let's see how all that plays out. I wish I could use the plus or minus keys or the number keys to control the time. Is that something in the controls? Do we have keybinds? English, display tooltips, audio, video. And rewind, manager's manual. We do not seem to have tooltips. R to fast forward, Q to slow down. Q and E. There we go, thank you very much. Now that you've said it, I feel like I vaguely remember reading that tooltip also somewhere, but then I promptly forgot. You lost your weapon, by the way. I was about to say, where have they gone? What's happened? River still has... Hang on, is there something in the log, perhaps? Can we scroll back up this? Is it... okay, what did I actually miss? Where does it say what happened into who? River. Appears to still have the thing. Whoever was sent to the casino lost their weapon. I sent River down there, and River still appears to have their thing. Yeah. I think. Yeah, Paddington, same weapon, 5 out of 5. Okay, did you just not go? River, hello? What are you doing, my friend? Hey, I'm like, welcome back. Sheesh, how you doing? The weapon was buffed? I don't know that anything actually happened. River, did you actually go down here? Or did you just decide not to? Did I click cancel on accident? I feel like I might have clicked cancel on accident or something. We now have 7 of these. Let's save up to get more. I think whoever I sent to did get injured pretty badly. Yeah, Yumi is on like less than half health. We'll give her a minute to recover. Dusk ordeal completed. So what's happening now? Very shiny. Okay, what happened? What did you do? Is that weapon stronger? 5 to 7, 6 to 8. That weapon is stronger. How lovely. Cumulative uses 1, observation level 1. Requires 3, 3, 5, 7 uses. The weapons... Oh, don't be making dad jokes in my chat. Get the guidelines. Go gambling kids. Weapon gets buffed or you lose the weapon. To utilize the abnormality to fortify an ego weapon, this will consume a small amount of the facility's currently collected energy. Oh, maybe nothing happened because we didn't have any energy the first time I sent them down here. That would make sense. Do it again. We can gamble with this thing, it's only 1 extra point. Seems fine. We lucky again? Looks lucky. Okay, have you recovered Yumi? Yes, you have. Go in there again. River 6 to 9. Do it again. Get the guidelines for this dude. We do have a few points. Let's see. The abnormality changes their facial expression at certain intervals, however, when faced with another person, their changes halt. From smiles to anger, they have 5 levels of facial expression, dubbed faces 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No special circumstances came from Phase 3. Phase 2 showed an increased success rate, and the employee healed SP when work was successfully completed. Phase 4 showed 150% damage dealt during work and a success rate decline. So this is... we have a slot machine and this is also gambling right next door? Just depending on where he happens to be standing when you walk into the room, you can get screwed? Oh no. Looks like a loss. Have you lost your thing then? Yep, standard riot stick. We mostly just do this on the observation level, so keep it up. Yumi... actually, yeah, Yumi will need to heal, so... feel free to leave. Not that much healing to be done though. River, come back here, do this again. How did you get all the way back up there already? I swear you were here like a moment ago. What else can we learn about you? Phase 5 showed 200% damage dealt during work and the success rate drastically declined. Phase 1 showed 50% damage dealt during work and the success rate increased. In addition, each time work was successful, the employee's HP and SP recovered. It shows the face he's making and you can cancel the work anytime. Okay, so... just keep rolling for phase 1, I suppose? Old Faith and Promised. The fortified weapon will have higher attack power. Oh, a mysterious marble which hangs in the containment unit. We know of an ancient practice, the countless promises that were made and the unending faith placed in them. However, all that they yielded was only hollowness and betrayal. Oh, there's a possibility of losing the ego during the fortification process. Do I now get a fresh one from over here? Yeah. I'll then need to re-equip. Okay, that doesn't seem so bad. Also, it doesn't quite seem worth the effort of taking a chance more than like once to try and get something better. Alright, let's get this up to 4. River. Do we have insufficient energy? Is that the issue? Stay in this room for a minute. So 1, 2, 3, phase 4. What does phase 4 mean? 150% damage dealt and the success rate declined. You can't fortify the stick. So it won't even let River do anything. Okay. Fine, Miko, come down here. River, you may depart. I can't actually stop this once it's happening, can I? At the very least, I see no option to. Right, like this. You can stop it before he enters. So I want to move someone here and like hover by the door until right before this is at a phase that I want to send someone to. That's interesting. People, can we? Was it that with light weapons you can hit someone and they don't die when they're insane? Let's find out. I think that's what it was. River doesn't currently have one. River, you need to not hit this guy, because you will kill him. You also can't chase this guy. Alright, let's see what happens. That seems like a lot of effort for this. To have to sit here and try to finagle that into the correct position. That some of our background guys have died in the meantime. The swinging time is so slow and he's running around so fast. There's basically no way they catch him, is there? Even if they do catch up to him, he just runs away before they can do anything. Okay. Well, we do get the weapon that River lost back at the very least. Which buff Yumi up, try and raise their chances? If I just give them enough HP, they can tank it. How much would I need to give them? How much can I give them? We can go up to Fortitude 4 with the points I've got. That seems like a waste though. Something that I can do. You can also get someone to level 3 in HP and SP so they can tank it. Level 3 is not a lot. Level 3 is not a lot at all. Okay, who's the closest to... You're 1-1, you're 1-1, you're 2-1, you're 1-3, so... Mika or River. Getting 2 levels of Fortitude for 3 points seems like a very good investment. So now we send River in on whatever, and someone go gamble for me. Pretty sure they could tank it. Well, if not, we can do the shuffle. Phase number 3 is fine, I think. Oh, we don't have it unlocked, so I can't even look it up right now. I think the lower ones were fine and the higher ones are the problematic ones. What did you get? Assuming anything? Well, I don't think you even went in there, did you? Because we have no energy to gamble with. Stand around here for a minute. In fact, all of you come down here, just so you're more easily available. Happier is better? That makes sense. That's a smile there. You injured at all? A little bit. I shall allow you to go back up to heal. Mika, head in there. Ah, good luck. Alright, next person. Yumi. Try your luck. River, are you healed? I do wanna... Do I want a list of faces? I'll just go for... Since we know we want to go for the smiles, I'll just grab these instead. River, come back down. Yumi seems to have also gotten lucky. And then Nari, last one. Rose gambling is a dice support, I know, yeah, no reaching out, no invested luck hitting it. No. I just want all of these things unlocked for the completion, that's why I'm sending them in here. I don't particularly care if I lose one of these weapons, I can replace it really quite easily. Get another one from over here. So why not? We're gonna hit a few of these anyway. We need to get all the way up to 60. Work completed with containment units under Cleave of Meltdown, 0 out of 8. We're doing this again, the same thing. In which case I should start sending people over to get the rest of these filled out as well. Have any of you lost a thing yet? River. River goes back to heal, and someone... Yumi, ideally, goes and does this. Do I actually need to? Requires 5 users, requires 7 users. That's not a lot. They're already down here anyway. Who's it again? It's Mika and someone. There's text blocking the names. Mika and Nari. Oh no, you don't want to? Oh, you've lost your thing. Okay. Mika, head back up here. Just Nari then. Nari, go in there. This should not be happening. Bug day. Oh, things have gone wrong? What's happened? Day 4. As it should be. We don't have... We're back to 10 unique boxes on this guy, when I'm pretty sure we had a ton before. Anything else gone wrong? Anything absolutely no information on Megahertz again. Megahertz has been fully reset. Oh dear, oh dear. That bodes ill. Saves progress if I quit? If I return to main menu, it will go back to this day exact point where we are now. You still have your weapon. You still have... Yeah. Okay. Return to main menu. Real quick. I mean, if it has gone wrong, it's not anything terrible at this stage. We haven't lost anything important there besides a few boxes. Reinitializing system. The memories of all the Sephiroth have been synchronized. The points I spent on River are still in there. We now have 3 unknowns. Fascinating. Well, I guess we can do this. We can sort these out again. It's not a huge ask. As long as it... Oh, these are back to standard rides. Well, I guess we just do this stuff again and then see what it does when we go to the next day. Should be fine. Shouldn't be... Good. I am going to need some boxes back from this guy so I can replace the gambled weapons. Oh, River's also the one who needs to go in here, isn't it? Right, yeah, because of a high prudence. Okay. River currently carrying. You two can move down here so you can gamble. I want my completion. We keep doing that to build up energy and get the counter ticking. We can do that. Entering these rooms, I guess, doesn't seem to count towards the level here. No, okay, do I split River's attention between the 2 anomalies? I suppose I do. Let's unlock this. Okay, you don't go anywhere, so that's fine. You can be upset. Yeah, Yumi, continue going in there. Miko, head in there again. Oh, Miko, have you lost the gamble? You've lost the gamble. Head on back upstairs. Nari, keep going. I feel like we're losing gambles quicker this time. It's possible that you have made some sacrifices. No, we actually got up to half very easily. Standard ride stick, lost a gamble. Do we need successful gambles in order to go up here? No, just required uses. Yes. Does anyone still have... Yes, Yumi still has. Yumi, head over here, and... repression. River, head on over here. And unlock me some things while we're at it. Buy me some replacement weapons from this guy. Nothing over here. Okay, it's fine. As long as it doesn't stay messed up, or god forbid, mess up even further when we go to the next day. If it does that, then we have a problem. You stay down here. Because if it keeps resetting progress, then that's going to get very annoying. Oh, it looks like you've lost. Yeah? Yeah, standard ride stick. Is that all of the fancy weapons used up? Looks like it. No more gambling today. Right. Yumi. River. The game has a few small, not small bugs. Can a tool even get out? Go down here anyway, I guess. See if that counts for the mission. Maybe it does in actually, yeah, not from this. Does that tick up from us going in here for this thing? It does. It counts. Excellent. Free progress. We've unlocked those. Start getting these. Some more replacement weapons, and head on right back there. Okay. Project Moon's doing pretty well for themselves these days, aren't they? They've got Library of Ruina was the second game, and then they've also got Limbus Company is their gacha game, isn't it? And I assume by virtue of being a gacha game it must make a decent amount of money. If their business model is anything like other gacha games. They could afford to go back and do a little rush-up, touch-up patch on an older game. Go here, get that for the mission. And these guys in here. But it's something I do enjoy from Paradox games, because I play a lot of before. Oh, did you escape just now? That's unfortunate. I guess we don't go in that room for a hot minute. Oh, it's spreading. I guess we stay in here for a hot minute. Miranda's running around everywhere might die. I mean, there's no timer ticking or anything, so we can just let this happen. Need to get its Q counter back to max, which I assume is where is through successful working with it. Oh, I read this earlier, I really should remember that, shouldn't I? Normality escape. If keep off counter off that normality escape average reaches 0, the normality will leave. Decrease, not just from bad work, but also from bad of management. Escaping abnormality need to be suppressed quickly. To learn more about the suppressing abnormalities, you can see your section suppressing abnormalities. Except that this isn't one that's walking around to be attacked, is it? Okay, right where? Five ages fortitude was. The result was normal, the clip of counter lowered. The result was bad, lowered with high probability. When the result employee panicked, the clip of counter lowered. When the work result was good, the clip of counter increased. When all E-boxes were produced as PE boxes, the counter increased by 2. Oh, you can hear the static in the background, that's neat. So I need to get good work results, basically. I need to send Yumi in there. What I need to do. Or do you take damage along the way? How much damage? Are we screwed? Do we need to reset here? Can I be dealing with some others in the meantime? Who am I sending down here? River. Yeah. You can tank the walk down to there. Keep an eye on how their health is looking. Yumi got that done pretty well. Ooh, please make it back. There we go. River taking a little damage along the way, but mostly fine. Sucks that this is just a question mark. Can you give me some more information? Two. And I need to reduce or raise? If counter reaches 0, it will leave its containment unit, so I need to raise this. How high? What is the target value? The max is 4. Okay, that's not so bad. Give you a second to heal up again. Go for it again. Okay, well that's fantastic timing for this as well, on top of everything. Well, I'd like to get these for the mission counter, but I think I kind of have to wait right now, so that we don't all die in the process. Yumi, nope, didn't quite make it. Everyone has lost their weapon because we gambled them. Reader material pattern. There's a lot of things to keep track of. Does it say somewhere that there's a max of 4 somewhere? Oh no, managerial guidelines are in here. When the result was good, the counter increased. When all E-boxes were produced as P-boxes, the counter increased by 2. So I need to go and do this. We were 1 short here, but it's free now. So if Yumi hadn't gone insane just now, we would send them over again, do this one more time, and then we would be good. At any rate, Yumi snapped, so... Then someone hadn't gambled all their life savings. Well, I didn't expect to need those. If the game hadn't reset this, I wouldn't be in that room at all to begin with. It feels a little cheaty to ignore this thing when, without having been told what it does specifically, I would have kept going until I had all the available information. But I guess for the time being... Okay, well, I know from a minute ago that Yumi is the one with the highest success rate on this. I don't think I actually know yet what the highest odds of this are, so we just send River down there, and... High and high. What do I want to improve? 17 and 23, 20 and 21. It doesn't really matter. I guess... Insight. Sure, you go do that. There we go. Okay, 0997, we'll get back to you another time. We do need to enter lots of rooms so that we get this up because we have this mission again. And I don't know what not finishing the mission or finishing the mission will do. Is it safer to err on the side of doing it or on the side of not doing it? Who did I just send in here? Nare? Nare, I think. Oof. I did not pay attention to what was happening down here. That was a sad face. Finishing gives you rewards. But we've already done this mission technically one time. Get these open again. Managed to get a mid result on this guy. That's not... Also taken back, so we do have to do it again. Yumi, right? Not me. Yumi, who does well in this room? I'm fairly sure. Can I get someone over here quickly enough for the thing? Kind of doubt it, honestly. Common. Oh sure, go for it. And I'll at least try to remember to pay attention to what phase they're on. This neutral, that's kind of sad. You survived kind of sad last time round, so I don't see any reason you can't do it this time round. You are on full health. Here. Get that. Grab this. There is Mountain Goat. This is why I didn't want to pick a speed upgrade, because I know myself and I'm terrible with these things. I either need to play on constant start, pause, or I need to play on low speed. You go in there and... want to unlock from early, right? I don't know, do I want to get stuff done quicker? I don't know enough about this game to know what it is that I want, so I guess I kind of just want to experience it as it comes, mostly. I leave the backseating allowed tag in my streams for the viewers more than for myself. It's a good god, she's an idiot, I need to tell her what she's doing wrong button for you guys. If you decide it is absolutely unbearable to keep watching me do whatever I'm doing. Okay, Yumi is the one with a high chance here, actually. Not River, so can River go do this? No, Yumi also has the high chance for that. Yumi's just good at everything. Okay, head down here. And... got all those. I've got 2 more of these, I suppose. You want to reset things also because it's necessary for the true ending. Oh, there's multiple endings. Let's assume that I'm going to achieve the we barely scraped by and survived ending, or the everyone dies ending. I'm not at all confident in my ability to get everything perfect first time round. You keep going over there. Okay, there's nothing happening right now, and nothing's going to happen, so I can speed up time a bit. Survived to day 46 or abandoned. Day 46 is a long way off from we're on day 4, but hopefully we can do it. Yes, no, we're not done yet. We're at 0 out of 8, missions complete. Kind of splitting my attention between the two, but unfortunately Yumi is the one who does both of them, so we kind of have to. Okay, that's the first bit of information. Yeah, Yumi has high on both of these, everyone else has common. Okay, keep going here. What do I want to level for you? Fortitude or Prudence? I'm gonna say Prudent. We have Miko who's got slightly higher Fortitude. Yeah, let's not send anyone else over there, we don't want to risk having to reset. Next thing will cause 2 of them to go out of control. Which means I kind of have to have Yumi out of there before I trigger that, because... oh no, Yumi triggers it by going in there. I am silly. Everyone's on standard riot sticks again. I don't know that that's quite correct, was it? We'll go in there anyway, so that hopefully that counts towards this. When I restart the day, I should go back to the situation where I've got the equipment. Unless I'm resetting to from where I exited and went back into the game? Maybe? 16 out of 20. If you only lost 4 health, then in theory you really ought to be able to go back in. The gambling persists across timeline resets? Panicking? What? Oh, because it was on the very bad one. Oh. Okay. You'd think with control over time, I would be slightly more aware of what's going on. You would be incorrect. Also, I do still have 2 of them for some reason. Why 2 of them? Okay. I've got 3 points left. I spend something to try and make things easier. Why is it that Yumi can do the tasks but not River? Because Temperance gives work success chance, so if I strengthen River's Temperance a point or 2, we'll have 2 people who can do the stuff. I couldn't wear the other armor before because there was a requirement on... You have to have Prudence 2, which Yumi does not have. So if I upgrade River and give them the armor, it should be super easy for them to go through that room. Like, River has the Prudence to wear this, and then I give them some Temperance for work success chance, and it should be easy going. Meanwhile, Yumi can go over to the other thing and handle megahertz because they've got the stats for it. I don't exactly know how precious lobotomy points are, if there's something I want to be holding for later on. But I don't think so. It doesn't feel like it so far, especially if I'm not getting a full squad of 5. So... yeah. Okay. Once more unto the breach, dear friends. And now we send River with the stuff down here. I don't think it mattered which one of these it was. River over here, Yumi over here, and Nare over here. And we ignore this thing, because it is a curse upon reality from God himself. And that's 1, 2, 3, which means we don't set the thing off, and then we can set it off deliberately in a minute. Oh god, what place was it on? Neutral. Neutral is fine. I have 95 love, day 20 something, 5 level 4s, and refuse to upgrade. So it's all fine. Let's leave it on speed 3 and just make judicious use of the pause button. That's what I usually do in EU4. I play at speed 4 out of 5 and just pause a whole lot. Okay, so the next thing in will set off the guys. Let's real quickly start getting these bought out. Down here is further away and more annoying to get to, which means I don't want to have to run down there, trigger it, and then go down again. So let's trigger the 1 breach with Yumi going over 2 megahertz. Let's also get this started. Go. And you've got all your things. I just need more PE boxes to get the things back. Okay, excellent. The River has very high, but it should be fine with this as well. I want River ahead. Down here. Okay, that's all good. You have this handled. This will be fine. Okay. No. Not with that expression. Okay, now... There we go. First time successfully actually keeping track of what face is on there. Every single other time I wasn't paying attention, this time we've got it. Unlock this. And unlock your things. This is all good, and we have enough to get another thing out of here. Alright, we are maybe getting things back under control. Things could be considered to be going decently. If this messes up afterwards and is completely broken and we gotta reset, I'm ending the stream there and then. Oh, River, you're not going back to the healing room because I told you not to. One pulse, that should be enough. Two to be really topped up. Head back down here again. Right. You probably shouldn't go in here any further just to avoid setting this thing off. Right? Because result was normal, creep off pointer lowered with normal probability. So it's odds. It would be a gamble to continue to go here. Oh, and this just went straight up poor because I was not paying attention once again. However, not dead. How injured? Very injured, but not dead. We did it. Complete the day with the dialogue, start next day, restart game. Okay. We send someone in here to trigger the thingies. Yeah, Rivers will be up by then. Alright, who's up for it? Okay, you. That's fine then. River, come down here again. Just gonna ignore megahertz for the time being. They can just stay over there. Neutral face. Neutral at the absolute last second. You bastard creature. Okay. Click to go here just so that they're not coming back out and staying in this room. And then, River, go in there. Thought you could get me, Almost. You go over there, get the mission. Oh, right. The whole reason that we're even fussing with all of this instead of just ending the day is because I need to do the mission again. Okay. My throat's going dry because I finished my drink earlier. Unfortunately. We'll recover some of this. This did not take, you came out and just stayed in that room. Need to go heal a little. Play everything super safe. I don't think I've ever actually gotten the basic info on this guy, do I? Today's shy look. Tef. Black damage. Max E-box 12. Oh. Upgrade on the ranges. Ego gift, acquisition probability 5%. Today's expression. -2 points. Success rate +4. Work speed +4. Where is River? Probably already back in this room, so you can head on back downstairs. Someone can come over here. The temptation to keep working on this is really strong, but I'm not going to. No. Now go in. Okay, neutral is fine. It's gonna get me at some point. It's gonna switch right before they walk into the door. That's sorted again. And if there's a meltdown of megahertz, you have to open it. But I'm avoiding working on it specifically to prevent the thing going down. So if it goes wrong anyway, then, oh well. Luck is simply against us. Let's hope. Let's hope that it doesn't happen. We might get... I was going to say we might get lucky, but considering how much gambling has absolutely screwed us, we won't get lucky. Wow, who could have seen this coming? It's still high for Yuumi and not for River. You're losing 10 prudence from something. What are you losing 10 prudence from, River? Where is River? River? Oh, right there. What are you losing 10 from? I'm just giving you minus 10. Ah, minus 10 from the bridge? No, this is only... Isn't this when... Yeah, when the armor of this from the same abnormality is equipped, but you're wearing... Oh, noise is from this, it's not from the thing. So it's active because I put the thing on, there we go. That makes a little more sense. Anyway, you both have high chance on this now. Whereas only Yuumi has high chance here. Okay, well Yuumi go deal with that, and River go deal with this. River will be fine. They've got more than enough stats. Yuumi I need to keep an eye on. Neutral face is fine. Slightly sad face, I prefer not to. Come on, change. Really upset face. Happy, there we go. Yuumi, hi. Reasonably happy. Face number 1? Face number 1. Phase 1 showed 50% damage dealt during work. Success rate increased. In addition, each time work is successful, the employee's HP and SP recovered. Okay, that's been dealt with. And we got some things out of it, which is nice. And we're only too short of getting the full information. Plus the escape information. I kind of want to go for it at this point. But every other time I've said I want to go for it, we ended up resetting afterwards, so maybe I don't. Maybe I don't go for it. Okay, 140 show nice, that was hot. What was the normal work? Okay, this went fine. Lock the rest of these, get more work speed, and then get some work success chance. Their ego weapon is a gun wrapped in faces. Very gross. There is some interesting juxtaposition between the kind of Scribblenauts cartoony art style of this game and what is actually being depicted. Yuumi, you take damage here? No, you're fine. High on either of these. What face are we on? Very upset. Slightly smiley. There we go. Back in. I will go to sleep when you complete the mission. It's 2:15 AM. Goodness. Please do not spoil your sleep cycle. The VODs will be up on Twitch and I put them up on YouTube afterwards. But if you do want to stay, I'll do my best to be quick at this. We're halfway through the mission. That went poorly, unfortunately. Head on up, I assume you need to heal, yes. Sleep cycle, what is that? It's this thing that I'm told is good for you, but I haven't personally experimented with it. I only know through hearsay. Okay, you're all healing well. One more. Good. Head on down there. I want to trigger the thing by going into here. Get the gun. The gun is good. Costs 25 boxes to manufacture, so we'll take a little time. Oh, did I just completely fail to pay attention when they walked in here as well? I was not looking at what face it was on, even slightly. Oh, that's his expression. Get escape info first, okay. An escaping entity, and now we get the work success chance. It's lovely. You didn't actually take any injuries there, did you? No. Look at you, just looking completely unbothered by what's going on here. Yeah, this effect on the screen whenever you pause is a little bit much. Okay, neutral. No, come happy, there we go. Get in there before it changes. Okay, mostly happy is still good. Who has the odds for this? River and Mika and Nare. You're both using... Oh no, one of you still has the thing. Can I just send someone in with a riot stick just to trigger this from entering a room? We're back at 5 out of 5 on these. Okay. By the way, that is not a master. Skin is peeled. Kinda hard to see on here. It looks like that's tacked on the sides. There might be some info in the records. It's a good day. Are you still shy today? On sunny day, when they were sincerely drying their laundry in the yard, sadness struck suddenly. The translation could use a little work. In our city, sacrifices for corporates must be highly praised. Honor for their deaths. No reason for you to cry either. Rather, you should be glad. What's with that look on your face? That kind of facial expression isn't recommended. Okay, lots of comments. Yes. Everyone was fairly satisfied when they showed a bright smile. They met people who asked what was wrong, they would respond, I'm just shy, that's all, just shy. If one tries to look at the face behind the skin, the result will not be pretty. The space behind the skin is the only personal space they have left. Leaving it uninvaded is the last bit of generosity the city can offer. The sunny day, just like that day they sincerely dried the laundry, they dried their own skin. Like, this is almost not even an anomaly, this is just a guy having a real bad day. Yumi, slightly injured, so go ahead and head back up. This got taken care of, this got taken care of, we're at 6 out of 8, so one more cycle and we shall be done. You get the basic information on megahertz, and we see the counter now, it's at 2. Okay, it's at 2. Lowered with a normal probability, lowered with a high probability. Any during work, counter lowers. If the result is good, increase by 2. So if someone goes in, panics, and does bad or normal work, then that's it. This thing will just set off. Oh, it's gone back up to 4. So we should be good to send someone in there right now. River, go do that. Gets us up to 2, one more of these to 3. Hit this for 4. Yumi. Walk down back here. Let's keep an eye on what the face is on. Okay, there comes Yumi. Slightly sad. Oh. Stay in here. Neutral, we can do better than neutral. Bad again. Come on. Happy, there we go. It's got a paper cut. Ah, those are always painful. No one likes paper cuts. And the escape information on megahertz. There we go. Restored. Back to full. You'd better stay that way. We've also got everything out of here, don't we? Okay, so TEF level weapon, TEF level thing. And TEF is the second here. Yeah, TEF is the second here. Red, endured, weak, vulnerable. Damage will give us a variety in damage type, and it's a stronger tier of weapon. Plus 25, so we can grab 1. Which is better than none. At least it was a cardboard cut, it just felt like my skin was being tensioned. I just said it hurts now. Yeah, that's how they tend to go. With really tiny injuries that for some reason sting so very much. Okay, Nari, head in there. Let's see who throws a fit. These two. Okay, really easy to sort out. We'll get this, and then once you're done in here, you can go right back in. Hold up like nothing is there, just sealed. I mean, option 1 is you're haunted. I would strongly consider it. Option 2, yeah, I mean, small cuts can sometimes just appear and disappear. If it's small enough. If it's just a little bump in your skin didn't really go through, then it just smushes back down and it's gone. Nope, there is a scar. Ouch. Okay, mission cleared. We have the energy. We really don't need to try and get more boxes out of any of these guys. Now, you mentioned something earlier about... Yeah, there it is. Complete the day with the dialogue, start the next day, restart the game. Start the next day as in load into here, into the base on the next day, or start the next day as in go to the next mansion. Okay, load in properly, fully. Life 4, Dead Zero. Lots of promotions. Lots of promotion. Proceed to the next day. Yes. Let's see how it goes. Day 5. Our founder, A, has said this to me many a time. Each successful experiment makes you a better person. Sounds like someone that GLaDOS would get along with. The greatness of this company was founded on multitudes of trials and hardships. So you too shall become great. Each day in the company is another small experiment towards shaping your life for the better. How has your day been today? Well, of course it was fine. Let's spare the pleasantries now. Manager, how has your life been? Ah, the easy questions, yes? Absolutely horrid, nothing spectacular, it could be better. No, we're happy and all is good option? I'm also fully blocking all of the options on the screen. Which I hope I think I can fix ever so. Lean out of the way. There we go. An absolutely horrid one, nothing spectacular, just okay, or it could be better. We'll go with it could be better. I feel like that's the least negative of all of the options. If a day wasn't reset, your something just got reset or you restarted and didn't complete the mission. I don't know what's happened. Because it reset the information we had on Megahertz. Like, for definite, because we went into that day with the equipment from Megahertz, so we definitely did that stuff and it definitely saved and registered, but then it just reset the information for some reason. I cannot see the colour of your life as you do. While I am unable to console you with empty words, such as "that's not true," many things will change while you are here, that much is clear. This is a simple metaphor, but the seed of a tree will not grow just anywhere. It requires fertile soil, the right temperature, and fresh water. However, most seeds fall on barren soil. For those malformed seeds, stretching out their roots and sprouting even small leaves are challenges full of pain. I cannot provide you with water or sunlight. However, I will do my best to tend to the soil. Oh, that's nice at least. These three again. We need to be honest here, Malkuth. You simply cannot suppress the ordeals of the employees you currently— Wait, we've had this cutscene. The previous bit was new. This is the same cutscene that we did before the day. This game has no bugs whatsoever. Each copy of the game is personalized. Yeah, this... I guess we only need to consider the mortality. Yeah, we've done this. We've been here. Know how to handle priorities, and then there's the whole bit about the weak and that they won't live. Yeah, don't need weak employees. Okay. Visiting, yada yada. Yep, the Sephiroth. And then there's the announcement from Angela. Mental corruption, yada yada. Something about ordeals. And here's the new mission. Complete a Dusk ordeal. A5. Let's see what happens. I could have sworn that we've done this. Okay. There's the information, that's correct. This one we don't know about because we didn't go into it. I've got some points, which I don't think I need to spend at this point in time. We go manage everyone's stuff. Let's give let's give Yumi the gun, I suppose. And then weapon-wise, you're using a penitence, you're using a riot stick, you have penitence, you're using a penitence. And suit-wise, River's in the Tef suit, everyone else has a penitence. We're all good, we go into the next day. Everything is fine. We didn't pick a new anomaly, interestingly. And this being my first playthrough, I couldn't even tell you if that's deliberate or a bug. Well, one way or another, we've made it through a few difficult times. We're here now. Whatever a Dusk ordeal is, we'll deal with it when we get there. I'm gonna save and quit here. Return to main menu. I'm sure it would have been fine if I just clicked quit game, but I feel worried about it. and exit. There we go. Well, that has been pretty enjoyable. An interesting game. After hearing so much about it for so long, I'm quite glad to finally get a chance to try it out for myself. Not getting an Abnover is intentional. You get 4 per department. Okay. Adios. Yeah, you head on to sleep. Thank you very much for joining for the and thank you for the follow. Tomorrow, assuming I've got the time to stream, which I should, I'll be getting back to, what's it called? To Book of Hours, and then Friday, who knows? Might be more of Lobotomy Corporation, might be more Book of Hours, might be a bit of writing and world building. I did enjoy this game quite a lot today, so I'm definitely going to continue it next week. I think I'll be adding it to my regular list of games, because I'm very interested to find out more about what this world has to offer, and to see some more of the abnormalities. I am doing some creative writing projects at the moment that are a little Eldritch themed, so seeing a bit more of that would be very interesting. I'm looking forward to it. We'll actually try and screw you over randomly, so watch out for that. Yeah, that is the impression I've gotten so far, but I think that's fine. It adds to the fun of stuff. Yeah? A game like this, I think things are supposed to go wrong every now and then. Something like Frostpunk, I'd be more bothered because of the lost conditions, but here, nah, we'll load into another day and we'll do it better. I don't think anyone I know is live at the moment. No, doesn't look like it. Because I can have a look if there's anyone streaming. Streaming Lobotomy Corporation. Oh yeah, and it looks like there's another VTuber in fact, so I'll go ahead and send the stream over there. Just be on for... What, do you want me to hang around here for a second? I'm gonna start the raid timer. Oh, no. I guess I'm not. Some error popped up. Oh, what is it with me and the raids? Why do they just never ever work? Absolutely maddening. Really, it can't be this difficult. I've turned off all the extensions that were messing with it last time. I don't know what's causing it now. Okay, let's try again. There's only a handful of people streaming Lobotomy Corp, but surely one of them. This one? Start raid? Okay, there we go. This time it's working. Alright, anything else I need to cover? No, I'm working on some stuff for YouTube, which will hopefully be done soon. We're halfway through the month already, so it's gone much quicker than I was expecting. Wow, thank you for the raid, Vidmaker69. Welcome to the stream. I am Aurora Opus, your artificial goddess creating alchemical works. Join me in the great work. I actually haven't gotten raided in ages, so that's the first time I've used my well-rehearsed raid message. Alright, goodbye. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time.